You buy Prospect Motors in Jackson, who is your overall sponsor, and quarter sponsors Barons of Sutter Creek, PACT, the Prevention Activity Coordinating Team, Tim Thornhill and Sutter Creek Roofing, and ACES Waste and Recycling Services in Pine Grove. Thanks to them, you're watching this edition of our sports show. Well, Rick, let's get into it right away.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jim, you're right. It's the big game week. They practice. It's what, I've always said since I've lived up here. You can go 1-9 as long as you win the right one ball game. And it comes down to tonight. We have a high-powered Argonaut team coming in against a team of the Amador Buffaloes who have struggled all year. They knew they were going to struggle all year. They had young linemen. They had some good skilled backs with Mark Fernandez, John Gels, John Krupski. They got some surprising play from Jesse McDonald, kind of emerged out anywhere as a wide receiver. And Justin Brazil, the sophomore, came up, played tight end for him, has done exceptionally well. However, we need to note, as always, when it comes to the big game, you can throw that stuff out. It may pan out to be just like everybody predicted, but then again, it may not. And when they play in this game, big plays make a big impact and can turn the whole momentum around very quickly.
And if you just go by statistics, if anybody's reading the local papers as well as the Record or the Bee, you'll find out that the Argonaut team is close to 4,000 total yards, averaging over 400 yards a game, and close to 3,800 yards in total rushing, led by two mainstays, Machado and Kuster. Kuster tonight could surpass probably pretty easy 1,600 yards. Machado's on his way to a 1,400-yard season. And just a few weeks ago, they had four backs that all four of them got over 100 yards, which is very, very rare in high school ball. Along with quarterback Swenson, we've got the big linemen again. We've got Jared Crane and his crew opening up the big holes for the two rushers, Kuster and Machado.
Well, and the other thing, too, is the field may have something to do with it one way or another. It is muddy, it's sloppy, but when you got horses up front like you talked about with, Ward and Crane and Montano, those kids up front that are plowing ahead on you, Steve Goggins, the offensive coordinator, they keep the close line splits. They come right at you. They try to push you off there. And then Kuster, good-sized kid, over 1,500 yards. And I think what you talked about, they're averaging 440 yards total offense per game, and 413 of that is by rushing.
And that's been the mark of the Mustangs all year long. Again, they are going to the playoffs. They're in second place right now. Unfortunately, Somerville's on top of them, but it comes down again to the big game here tonight.
Well, and the other thing, too, is the fact that a lot of teams have, as the year goes on, have really kind of discounted Argonauts preseason. In the preseason, look who they played. Well, they came to the league. They lost their first game to Somerville, who's the top of the league, and who knows? They win tonight against Linden. They go undefeated. They've been getting this knack, or this little knock. Well, you guys, how can you win by giving up 32 points? The Bret Hart coach said that to Keith Davis before the game last week. Coach Sadler says, how can you win a game by giving up 32 points?
Keith scores 33.
Well, the difference is when the game was over, he should have gone to Coach Sadler and says, I haven't figured it out. I gave up 36 to you, but I still beat you 56-36. They outscore teams. They play teams physical. The Buffaloes have got to rise above that, and Mark Fernandez is the key. All year he's been able to scramble away from the pressure. Tonight's sloppy field may make it a problem.
And again, the key for the Mustangs tonight, Kuster, Machado, keep your eyes on them. It's their last game. They want to do it big to the Buffs tonight. Stay tuned. We're going to be back with the opening kickoff.
How would you like to win a fabulous vacation? Your odds of winning are incredible. Only 200 entries will be accepted. Volcano's Lockwood Fire District needs your help to build a new fire station. For each $100 donation entry to the Lockwood Building Fund, you'll have a chance to win your choice of the following: a Tahiti getaway for two, London show package for two, Caribbean cruise for two, Hong Kong shopping spree for two, or Florida's Disney World for two adults and two children. To enter, send your tax-deductible donation to Lockwood Building Fund, Post Office Box 221, Volcano 95689. For more information, call 296-3169. Entries must be received by December 6, 1997. You need not be present to win. Volcanoes Lockwood Fire District and the community they serve, thank you. Good luck. Bon voyage. Vacations are subject to some terms, dates, and restrictions. Looking for that special gift for that hard-to-buy-for person? Ion's first craft fair in 3 years is bringing local and surrounding crafters together in one place to exhibit their crafts for sale. All are handmade, and some are one-of-a-kind items. Shop the Ione Craft Fair for unique and special gifts. Saturday, November 29th from 9 to 4 at Evelyn Bishop Hall, Howard Park, Ione. Crafters, booth space is still available. Call Francine at 274-4814.
When shopping for fine jewelry, you'll want to see the largest, highest quality, and most comprehensive selection the world has to offer. And you needn't go any further than Golden Gems in Sutter Creek. Golden Gems is an American Gem Society jewelry store, the only one in the Mother Lode. You'll enjoy the friendly and professional staff, which includes a graduate gemologist and a certified gemologist appraiser. Golden Gems, setting the standard in jewelry design.
The new Jackson Ford Mercury. Everything we do for you. Committed to your vehicle's maintenance and service needs, we offer Ford-trained and certified technicians, online Ford diagnostic equipment, technical information, and vehicle history, genuine Ford and Motorcraft parts, a shuttle service for the local areas, and we'll wash your car. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. The new Jackson Ford Mercury. Quality care at your service.
I'm Billy Ray Cyrus. Come in and let me show you how much fun you can have at Jackson Rancheria Casino and Hotel.
Join us in November and play casino table games for a chance to win $500 an hour. Play our video jackpot machines. We're giving away over $42,000 in cash and prizes. And this month, you can stay in our luxurious new hotel with rooms as low as $39 midweek. For more information, call 1-800-822-WINN.
Be raised to stay and play.
Catch the falling prices at Barron's Fall Home Sale. Opulent new fabrics, glorious new finishes, a spectacle of style as flamboyant as nature's own seasonal sow. Sofas and love seats, dining and bedroom furniture, mattress sets and recliners. Sale priced while every look is still fresh. Save on special orders too with Barron's Home Decorating Center. Choose a fabric and a style and watch as your furniture comes to life. Barron's Home Furnishings, Fall Home Sale, going on now.
FTD has just the thing to make spirits bright. The FTD Holiday Celebrations Bouquet. Some of life's best moments come FTD.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN, and now back to the Game of the Week in our sports show with sportscasters Rick Carter and Jim Vinciguerra.
Okay, folks, we're back. The first quarter of the Game of the Week is sponsored by Barron's Furniture of Sutter Creek with a commitment to satisfaction for over 20 years. Rick, we had the coin toss. The Mustangs lost, and the Buffs elected to receive. Captains for tonight's game, 32, Steve Machado. Number 36, Josh Kuster. And number 55, Roger Wilson. How about the Buffs?
And for the Buffaloes, number 3, Mark Fernandez. Number 44, Keith Lackey. Number 80, Jesse McDonald. And number 86, Justin Lee.
As we were saying right before the game started, we're going to have the national anthem, but the field position means nothing right here on the kickoff, what goal you defend. So, our national anthem. 7 big game.
You know, Jim, one thing, recapping the season, you know, talking to Keith Davis before the game started, before the season started, excuse me, he said, you know what, Rick, we're going to be pretty good. We're going to be pretty good as long as we don't get anybody hurt. They're going with about 23 kids is all they got, 23, 26 kids on this football team. And he said, we're going to be a competitive football team. If we don't lose anybody, we're going to be there at the end of the season, you know, probably vying for a playoff, which has absolutely happened. He hasn't lost anybody. He hasn't lost any of the, you know, he said they'd be real thin at line. If they lost one of their starters, it would be real difficult to fill somebody in. He knew with Kuster and Machado, and then the young super soft Andy Klinkenbeard coming up, he said, you know, I got some depth. And you're going to see, and we didn't mention at the top of show 22, Andy Klinkenbeard. He is a sophomore. Watch this young guy, not only offensively, but more so defensively. He'll come up and he'll put a lick on you, and you'll wish you went and saw Dr. Ugatsu.
Okay, listen, he also plays offense in that backfield, has close to 500 yards total this year for a sophomore. Big yardage.
You know, I like the way you round off. That's neat, you know. 429, almost 500. I like it.
Well, it makes it sound
we'll round it back up. I like
we'll round it to the high
I like it. So that means, you know, we got Kuster at 1,582. He's close to 2,000.
You got that right.
There we go.
You're going to take on that Borden checker or whatever his name is from Dixon, I
There
guess.
you go. So back deep will be John Gells, number 37. John is having a fabulous year for the Buffaloes. Their leading ground gainer. You know, he's in on every play. He's knocked down. He pops back up again.
Okay, for the Mustangs, looks like number 9, Jordan Smith with the kickoff. Short and to the sideline. They just fall on it. That's the right,
great job.
That's the right thing to do.
Well, we saw that in the JV contest earlier where the ball rolled down, and what happened was Greg Avila said, you know what, I'm going to get on top of this sucker right away. So Mark Fernandez, number 3, will bring the Buffaloes out here to start the big game. 1 second off the clock. Keith Lackey in the backfield along with John Gells and John Krupski. Number 88 is Justin Brazil.
Back for the Mustangs, deep safety is Swenson, 22 on the right side. That's Machado. Out on this left side, number 24 is Danny Burton at a safety position.
They're in the split, one back. It's Krupski. Gells in the slot.
They want to throw.
Short roll left, good pressure.
Good pressure by number 2. That was Mike Macholik.
Yeah, Macholik got right up in his face. Jordan Smith, number 9, sprints out again to get his kicking tee. He says, geez, I don't even have somebody chases my tee
well,
for me.
That thing was probably need a Geiger counter out there to find that baby.
Well, and that's probably part of it too. They look, yeah, I'm not going to run out there in the mud.
No, don't get dirty in a hurry.
I may be a little guy that's a ball boy, but I'm not stupid. So it brings up 2nd down and 10.
Wide right is Brazil. Wide left is probably McDonald.
Greg Avila.
Avila, okay.
Got it with the 2 backs. Hand to Gells.
No,
that was a fake to Gells and a completion to Greg Avila.
Number 2, that play covered 10, 20, 30, about 40 yards.
I'll tell you what, he definitely faked me out, and he faked out some of the Mustangs too. Because I'll tell you what, he rode that guy so very well, pulled it out, and wide open was Greg Avila.
So brings up a first down right about the 50-yard line.
So the Buffaloes complete get their first down on a long completion from Mark Fernandez. Fernandez is a fantastic quarterback. This young man's going to go somewhere and play. I don't know. I've heard rumor. I haven't talked to him. Something about Davis. I think that's a good fit. He's a real good student. Gells in motion coming towards us.
Pass again.
Short slant.
Just nailed. Just after the ball got there.
And I believe that was number 28, Kenny Cottrell.
Barron's Furniture at 23 Ridge Road in Sutter Creek has been serving the mother lode with quality home furnishings and bedding for over 20 years. Locally owned and operated, Barron's has a commitment to satisfaction that doesn't end on delivery. Stop by Barron's Furniture today for all your home furnishing needs.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 at the midfield stripe or the midfield mud hole. Meet you at the mud spot.
Yeah, you don't want to go right on this play.
Lackey at a wing on the near side here.
And they go right.
Hands to Gells, cuts back against the grain, picks up 9.
Big hole.
See, and that's on this type of field, that's exactly what you're going to need to do, is you need to cut back against their pursuit, because it's very difficult, that footing.
Okay, Blashaw in on the stop, number 33.
So it'll bring up a
third and looks like about 4.
Normally on a dry field, this is a passing situation for the Buffaloes. Awfully muddy to be rolling this way. If he rolls anyway, we're rolling away from us. Turns, hands to Krupski.
Krups short of that first down, Rick. It's going to bring up a 4th.
Let's check that. I think that might have been Gels again.
Okay, so the spot looks as though they have about 3.5 to go.
Yeah, it was John Gels. Looks like they're
going to go for it, I bet.
Yeah, I think they are, you know, and what they're feeling is, you know what, we need to, we're just barely into their, you know, we're at the 45-yard line of the Mustangs. We may not gain a lot from this, but they may come up and maybe take a delay game, maybe try to draw the defense to encroach. Gels in motion towards us.
Here comes a pass.
Short roll, good pressure by Macholik.
Whoa, that was close, Rick. Real close.
They would like to have intentional grounding. It looked like Coach Goggins was having a little discussion, but the pass falls incomplete. The Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line.
Tresari Jewelers, located on Main Street in downtown Jackson, is home of the best jewelry and clock repair in the county. All work is done on premises. They also offer 1-hour photo service. Stop by or call 223-3801. It's Tresari Jewelers, Main Street in Jackson.
So the Mustangs, after they hold, give up 1 first down. Hold on 4th down. Machado, Kuster in the backfield. Tight line splits.
There's Kuster, first play of the game. Good for about 10.
He's going to be real close to a first down. The official is calling a timeout, which I think means give him a first down. So he picks up a little over 10 on the first carry.
Kuster's average this year, Rick, an incredible 11.3 per carry.
That's absolutely amazing.
That's incredible.
Well, you know, and it's funny because somebody the other day said, well, you know, they don't have much of a balanced offense. So what?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you can get 4,000 yards in 9 games or 10 games, so what?
Oh, we've got some movement in the interior line.
Machado cuts it back.
Close to another first down. No,
pick up 9.
Give him 9.
Well, this is what we've been hearing about all year, and you've covered a couple games. I had a couple games. They'll just pound it right at you. They don't do anything real fancy, but they pound it right at you.
Number 51 into the game. That's Eli Montano along with number 13, Danny Meeks.
Quarterback Robbie Swenson. Again, Robbie was playing defense at the beginning of the year. Moved in. Jordan Smith was the new tight end for the Mustangs. So some personnel changes. Obviously hasn't hurt the Mustangs at all.
Okay, quick give up the middle.
That's Kuster. And he's brought down by number 79. And that is Gabe Lopez. John Markey, number 74.
Sets up a first down and 10 from about the 44-yard line.
So Danny Meeks, number 13, did his job on that short second down call. Comes out, gets some pointers here. Maybe the next play to bring back in for the Mustangs.
Whoa, we got a slip here.
Robbie Swenson
covers it up.
Did a nice job getting back on it, and that's a tough one because your feet leave you and you're going, uh-oh.
Just kind of grab for what you can, mud or the ball. Prospect Motors in Jackson is your authorized General Motors dealer in the Motherlode, featuring cars and trucks by Cadillac, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Buick, Chevy, and Geo. It's fall, and that means the 98s are arriving daily. Now's the time to come on in and take advantage of those 97s still in stock. Buy here in Amador County at your locally owned and operated, community-minded Prospect Motors in Jackson.
Paul McClanahan was close to recovering that football for the Buffaloes. Second down, 11. Pitch to Machado.
No, that's not Machado. Let's get a number on that. That's Kuster, it looks like. We got.
Well, let's see. And there's a flag after the. That's Kuster. Josh Kuster takes it down to the 10-yard line. He just sat right behind number 55, and that's Roger Wilson. And he let Roger just kind of move the defensive end out of the way.
And we're going to get a personal foul after that play was, might have been hit late out of bounds maybe, Rick.
Well, or a face mask. We'll see. In fact, the referee's saying, guys, you're going to have to back up a little bit because we're going to... It's a dead ball personal foul, so it must have been a late hit.
Something out on the sideline.
So Kuster drives it down to the 5-yard line. This is Andy Klinkenbeard.
Klinkenbeard in
and
for
Klinkenbeard goes in for the touchdown.
In for the score. Number 22 with 7:37 remaining. First quarter. First blood drawn by the Mustangs with a Klinkenbeard off left tackle run.
Well, that's what we've seen is what we've talked about, or at least heard about, at least I have, all year long, is they methodically take the ball down in like 10, 12-yard clumps. They got to the 5-yard line, pitch to Andy Klinkenbeard. Follows the blocking up there. I think number 67 is up there. Straight handoff that time, I believe it's Kuster. Yeah, Kuster for the 2-point conversion. So the Mustangs take the lead of 8-0.
March right down the field on that one. Go to JB's Award and Engraving for award-winning trophies, plaques, ribbons, engraving, name badges, awards, and more. JB's involved in the community and proud to sponsor local sports and youth activities within Amador County. Low prices and the finest quality. It's JB Awards and Engraving, 22 California Street in Jackson. Call them at 223-2703.
You know, we might like to point out, too, the Mustangs in their 2 games, the last 2 games leading up to this big game, defeated Linden 60-32 and defeated Bret Hart 56-36 and defeated Calaveras, and I believe it was 42-22, and scored 20 points in the 4th quarter, and they've done that twice. They did that last week against Bret Hart. So this is a team that'll just methodically kind of drive it at you. So the Buffaloes, where they threw the Fernandez pass completion, that's how they need to get back into this thing. Put them back on their heels a little bit, keep a little ball control, and try not to go 3 and out.
Again, the deep backs for the Buffs are way back sitting on the 10-yard line, and this ball is not going to go over the 20.
And that's Krupski 34, Gills 37.
There's a mud ball. They just have to fall on it. That's all they can do.
Well, that's 82, Daniel Dreyer. And, you know, interestingly, the Mustangs do not kick the ball intentionally deep. They kick line drive squibs and hoping that it bounces off somebody and they can recover them. So if the scouting report is to T, the Buffaloes will start moving their quicker backs up a little bit.
Okay, calling the defensive plays tonight for the Mustangs. Number 62 is Jesse Kuster, 5'10", 245-pound junior. He'll be back next year. We've got the kicking tee still out there.
Yeah, you know, and that's one of those funny things. You know, you call timeout. Now he throws it. Not much of an arm.
He's lefty, though. Southpaw.
But, you know, it's interesting. He throws it, and then he hits somebody that isn't looking. But the guys that are all padded, oh, we don't want to play over it. Woo! You don't want to get hurt. So Fernandez brings the Buffaloes up to the line.
Inside handoff on the right side. Whew.
That's John Krupski, his first carry of the night.
Led by number 60, the Josh Bullard, 6'4", 185-pound senior for the Mustangs.
Well, Keith Lackey, number 44, is leading along with Eric Coughlin, number 51. Coughlin returning after a shoulder injury when we were down at Linden. Has returned, 2nd down, 7. They want to come back for the big game.
Okay, wide left. Quick pitch out to the left side. Smelled out by the Mustangs. He's got a reverse, Rick.
And he's got it. He's got it. He got the block from Brazil.
He's got some room.
Gills is going to go all the way. Unless he's running out of gas.
He's run out of gas.
He's down to the 1. That's a broken play. Gills absolutely came to a stop. And he How far is that, Jim?
65 yards.
65-yard run, and that's the field. Everybody was converging. He kept his feet. Justin Brazil, number 88. Tom, when you run this back, number 88 absolutely knocked the defensive back, and that might have been number 24, Danny Burton. He knocked him into tomorrow. He hit him so hard that Dr. Ugatsu will have to see him in the morning, and Gels took it right to the outside and down to the, well, they placed it at the 5-yard line. So a fantastic run by Gels, improvising. That's just a little bit over-anxious by the Mustangs.
Back to pass is Fernandez. Wide open there, Rick, but it's just a little bit overthrown.
Well, I think Mark definitely wanted to throw the ball. If he'd have tucked it down and ran it in, he'd have scored.
It's these people at Campbell Chevron that make sure you get great service. It's that simple. We've been in business 27 years under the same ownership. We're experienced, we work hard, and we keep up with technology. Save yourself some bucks, get it done right the first time and with a smile. Campbell's has 24-hour damage-free towing, and now we are known as the Brake Stop, offering a lifetime warranty on brake pads and shoes. Campbell Chevron, the Brake Stop.
Gingerbread is in the air. Let Cafe Max do your holiday baking. Cookies, fresh fruit pies, whipped cream thwarts, and Yule logs. This Christmas, relax. Leave the baking to the specialists. Cafe Max on Main Street in Jackson. Or call ahead, 223-0174.
Shop Sue's for your holiday wardrobe. Velvet vests, pants, skirts long and short. Lingerie, soft and cuddly to sexy. Holiday sweaters, party dresses, and many great gift items at affordable prices. This Christmas, shop Sue's, Main Street, Jackson.
Here's a pleasant surprise. Pine Grove Nursery on Upper Ridge Road now features a full-service florist shop with delivery. That's right, floral arrangements, bouquets, plants, and gift items are now available at Pine Grove Nursery. Call 296-7210. While you're here, visit Amy G's Java. You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN, and now back to the Game of the Week in our sports show with sportscasters Rick Carter and Jim Vinciguerra.
Well, I think Mark definitely wanted to throw the ball. If he'd have tucked it down and ran it in, he'd have scored.
That looks like it was to Greg Avila in the end zone, deep.
You know, all he had, you know, Mark was looking at Avila all the way and ended up that he got a good block, and he could have ran that thing in for 6.
Car Audio Inspiration, located on Sutter Hill, is your local source for car stereo, cellular, satellite TV, pagers, home theater, auto alarms, and installation. They feature AT&T wireless services. Call Car Audio Inspiration at 267-0237 or stop by their Sutter Hill location at 30 Ridge Road behind the Sierra Trading Posts.
So it brings up 2nd and goal on the 5. Hand off to Gels. He fights down to maybe the 3, possibly 2-yard line.
Good burst of speed right there at the end, Rick. Gave him that 3 yards.
See, this is what's tough. You got Jody Gardner, number 55, that's just working his tail off, going up against, it looks like, I can't tell to see the numbers right now the way they are, but, you know, Jody got a good push that time. You've got number 78, Gabe Lopez, in there.
Okay, so we're going to give him
Nathan Brown, the center.
3rd and 3.
Well, they're in 2-down territory because there's no way they'll kick a field goal here. Play fake. He can run it in.
He throws, and it's overthrown again by Fernandez.
You know what? There's a marker on the field.
Did something fly there, Rick?
I'm not sure. Well, I saw Fernandez get hit. I'm wondering if they...
late hit, if anything.
But it's in the end zone. If they've got a pass interference...
He's picking something up there. Let's see.
There's a flag. It's holding against the Mustangs.
So that'll be halfway.
Now, I'm not sure if a defensive holding, it may result in a automatic first down. I know on the Sunday League it is.
You watch that Sunday League, huh?
Every once in a while. They're getting better. So the referee The holding penalty. Replay 3rd down.
So 2 more chances for the Buffaloes to get about 2 yards.
Well, they're about, Jim, if I look at the stake, it looks like they're on about the 1. I would say, you know, at this point in time, Keith Lackey, in the last couple of games that we've done, Lackey has run the ball real hard as you're kind of pound him back. You know, get him the ball, see if he can go over the top. 5:42 remaining. Mustangs scored on their first possession, drove about 55 yards to take the lead 8-0, but the Mustangs knocking on the door right now.
Okay, Fernandez. Quick up the middle.
John Gels
made it look easy. Made it look real easy over that left tackle.
You know, I got to tell you something, Jim. John Gels was over at my house yesterday visiting somebody, but he was at the house and he says, you know what? He says, every year that I've played against Argonaut, my freshman year, my sophomore year, I've always scored a touchdown and I've always got an interception. And so he's keeping that streak alive as far as the 1-yard touchdown run.
Okay, we're going to try a conversion here, Rick. First thing we've seen tonight, after doing the JV game earlier this evening, nobody has placed it and kicked a PAT.
Well, I'm not sure why you wouldn't go for 2 and just try to tie it up at this point.
And that doesn't look too good. It's blocked. Looked like number 55 was in on that play. That's Roger Wilson, along with 84, Casey Ward, who was right on that line too. So with 5:37 remaining in the first quarter, it's Argonaut 8, the Buffs 6. Frank A's Pizza Restaurant in Pine Grove and Plymouth make meal planning easy. Dine-in or take-out delivery is available to the upcountry area, and video rentals are also available at the Pine Grove Restaurant. Order a pizza and a video, and the second video is free. For great pizza, call Frank A's Pizza in Plymouth and Pine Grove.
Well, that was the John Gels drive as John improvised and went, what did we say, 50?
That was close to 60
almost
yards.
60 yards. We don't have our official statistician here, but, you know, close to 60 yards on improvising a play, and then was rewarded by saying, you know what, give it to you, let you go over. So he said, we're going to let you get, you know, we're going to, you know, you ran that far, let's let you get the final frosting on that cupcake. So Greg Avila will come out number 2 at kickoff. He'll be kicking deep to 22 Andy Klinkenbeard. And the near back here, they kind of move up a little bit, and I can't quite see the number yet, Jim. Maybe is that Kuster? 36?
36 is Kuster, yeah. But I don't know if that's him in the ready to receive.
Boy, Tom's got like that kid that's standing in the mud puddle. He's already muddy.
Yeah, this
all
right here
over.
close to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's got camouflage on.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready for goose season. Okay, there's the squibber.
Klinkenbeard
little
bobbles it a little bit.
Now, that isn't.
It was Kenny Cottrell. Look at this. Klinkenbeard's going to run it back.
He's out there. 86 has a shot, and no,
it's gone.
No way.
It's gone.
Klinkenbeard with a 90, well, give him an 85, at least 85-yard run from that kickoff. No flags on the play. It doesn't look like anything. So as quick as that, folks, the Mustangs go up by a touchdown. Klinkenbeard, whoa. Hold on. We're in for a big one tonight.
Well, the interesting thing is the officials coming back here. Uh-oh. There must be a penalty on this because the officials back here. Argonaut's down here lining up for an extra point.
Oh, boy. What is this going to be?
So we need to check it.
Oh, there's that flag. I didn't see it fly up at all, Rick.
Flag's at the 25-yard line.
So that was about a 75-yard run, if that's the point of the infraction or where he had the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, Andy said, hey, and this is what we're talking about. There is good speed. Gels, Krupski can match the speed of Kuster, Machado, and Klinkenbeard. Once they break loose, it's a foot race.
So they're going to march off a penalty. Let's see what it is.
Well, I'm going to bet it's a clip.
Yep. There it is, right there.
Yep. So a 75-yard kickoff return is negated by a clip.
And they already had 14 points up on the scoreboard there. They erased that in a hurry.
Hey, you're the home team. You're going to get up there as quick as you can. And so the Mustangs then will take over now. They're on their own 10-yard line.
That's Machado. Still on his feet. Dropped by number 79.
A whole lot of forward motion happening in here.
Yeah, that was number 79, and that was one of the Gilchrist brothers.
We never did get their numbers straight or their names
Russell
straight,
or William. So every once in a while we'll call them Russell or William
or just Gilchrist.
But they're twins, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
So pick up a 9 for Machado. Again, the Mustangs drop into just their 9 yards in a cloud of dust offense. 4:45 remaining.
This
Mustangs
is
on
Kuster.
top, 8-6.
Still on his feet.
Kuster was hit first by 74. That was John Markey. And then Mark Fernandez. You know, and that's one of the things, you know, next week the Mother Little League coaches will be meeting to select their all league teams. You know, last year, even though the Mustangs did not win a league game, they were not rewarded with anyone on the all-league team either. And I think that's really unfortunate, because even though your team may have not won a ball game, you still got some individuals that have played very, very well. So we'll see how that balloting turns out.
Okay. Oh, fumble, Rick.
And Amador recovered it. Kuster with the fumble.
Looked like number 57 coming up with the ball.
That was Paul McClanahan. Paul McClanahan was right there. Kuster had the ball in the outside hand. And so the Buffaloes take over on the 37-yard line of the Mustangs. And this is what, you know, we talked about at the beginning. You throw all that stuff out. Momentum is the key. And if you start thinking, hey, I don't know, we just had a long touchdown call back, the Mustangs did.
We just had a turnover.
Now we turned it over. If they put some points on the board, there may be some second guessing, some little more stress put on where you need to relax. And right now is where the Buffaloes are saying, you know, they all counted us out of this thing. Now we're right back in here.
Inside handoff right up the middle, still on his feet.
Now what Fernandez is doing right there, and Coach Hunkins, the head coach at Amador High School, is setting up is to Gels is the, you know, let's show them a little bit of run so we know we got faked out early on the play action. You know, when they did the play action pass, hey, everybody was fooled, and they got a guy wide open.
Wilson in on that last stop.
Yeah, these guys, see, this is the difference between JV and Varsity. They're muddier earlier.
It's getting to be tough right now, Rick, and we aren't even into the second quarter.
Ooh, beautiful.
Nice job. He's getting right behind his blockers. That was, I think that was Krupski, John Krupski. He just snuck in behind Gabe Lopez and McClanahan and them and just said, hey, I'm just going to scoot along here. Paul Neville, number 33, is checked back in. Paul, his roots run deep to Niagara Falls.
Bullard in on that last stop.
I'm going to tell you, when you talk about Dr. Yugatsu, Paul Neville knows him.
Got you covered. Third and about 1 for the Mustangs, for the Buffs. Inside handoff again. A lot of room here. Dropped by number 33. That's Blayshaw. Who was the runner there?
I think that's John Gels. John Gels, number 37. You know, and this is what we talked about, beginning of the year Riverbank game. If you remember the Riverbank game, the first game of the year, Gels had a great game, got an unsportsmanlike penalty call late in the game, and I talked something about his asset ought to be over here on the bench and all that. We've been talking about keeping your head. This is no different game, you know, no different than any other game, just play it. He just ran down and said, thank you, sir, handed the ball back to the official. So the Buffaloes certainly putting the Mustangs on their heels right now. 2:25 remaining, 8-6, Mustangs on top.
Whoa, what a play there by number 62, Jesse Kuster.
Yeah, Jesse Kuster met...
We got a flag here, Rick?
You know, there was some definite talking going on, and Kuster kind of gave him the... it's a face mask penalty. It looked as though he grabbed him by the helmet. He was totally by the helmet when he tackled him. So that'll be a personal foul. It'll be half the distance to the goal line. It'll be another first down. So the Buffaloes are taking advantage. Now, the thing that Mark Fernandez should be saying to Krupski, Krupski got real ticked, and he was kind of giving the Italian salute
to
the guy inside. And it's like, you know what? Keep your head, man. We got to keep everything going positive direction. So it ends up 1st and goal to go.
About the 9-yard line.
Yeah. Number 54 is the center. Nathan Brown leads the Buffaloes up to the line. Justin Brazil's done a great job on that right side, you know, blocking. Neville at the wing back now. He's just knocking them off their feet.
Yeah,
he said, I don't have to go down. I'll just knock them off their feet. So 2:14 remaining.
Play fake. Fernandez in the end zone. Whoa, close to being intercepted, but I think he might have been out of bounds.
There's a flag. There's another flag on the field. It's going to be holding against the Buffaloes.
Cottrell in the backfield.
And the interesting thing, you know, Jim, we misspoke. I thought it was a 1st and goal. What it was a 1st and 1 because we moved half the distance to the goal line, which didn't give them a 1st down. But now this is going to definitely put a chink in their armor because it's going to move them back now 10 yards.
Well, the down marker says...
Yeah, they'll move it back now. What happened is he had flipped the down marker after the play, but we'll have to focus in on who's working that down marker tonight. Holding against the Buffalo, so they'll repeat 1st down. 8-6, 2:07 remaining, 1st quarter. Again, the Buffaloes have been victorious in the baby big game. The freshman game was 24-22 Buffaloes. In the little big game, it was 16-8 Buffaloes.
Geez, we got Prospect Motors just walked in behind us.
Holy
Watch
mackerel.
out.
Hi, Frank. So a loose ball, the Mustangs take over.
33 gets that fumble. That's Dustin Blashaw.
Well, I think they just couldn't, you know, the kindness of the Mustangs just wasn't enough for the Buffaloes, so they give it back to them. Minute 46 to go. Frank's up here giving us some pointers, and hey.
I want to see how the pros do it.
He wants to see the pros.
You know,
hey, I'll tell you what, I know who's working that yard line stick. The down marker is none other than our county assessor, John Kirkpatrick.
Uh-oh. Machado.
Here he goes.
There is nobody between he and the sideline.
Let's look at 33.
No.
Knees giving it out. Okay, that is 75-yard run by Steve Machado. That puts some big numbers up in a hurry, huh?
Well, you know, Machado says, you know, Klink, let me show you how you really do it. You do it on kickoffs. I'll do it on a play where we got to really do it. So Machado goes 75 yards for the Mustangs.
Hey, I gave him 20 points. I like that.
They caught you on camera? Huh? You and Ditka? All right.
So
I tell you, Machado's pumped. He's pumped. He wants that win.
You know, we were talking about all league selections and things. You know, Steve Machado's been a 3-year starter here for the Mustangs. Last year, kind of got slighted by the league. He had a great year. Unfortunately, the team didn't win a ball game, and so he's working his tail off.
Inside handoff to Kuster. Makes it look easy over left tackle, left guard. And you know, if you wanted to pick all league just on statistics, Rick, you've got to look at the quarterback at Somerville, who is Woods, leading probably the Sac Joaquin section right now in total yardage, 25, 28 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Well, those are no-brainers. No-brainers.
That's an easy one.
But what I'm saying is, like Machado last year led a Mustang team that didn't win a league game, but had a tremendous individual season. Now, you play this game as a team, but sometimes you want to be rewarded for a good individual effort that you've had. And when you get into those confrontations, you'll get some people saying, nah, I'm going to take 2 or 3 off the winning team. You know, kind of an example is people talking about like the National League MVP, Larry Walker. You know, I thought he deserved it. He had a great year. Then there's other people come back and say, well, Mike Piazza catches 150 games. Well, you got a story there too. But you know, you go with you have to look at it and reward them.
But is there a dance tonight?
There may be a dance. I don't know. Could be a Prospect Motors tonight.
All right.
Dance tonight. Dance right in, buy a new car, you can dance all night. That's what I hear.
Get over a little earlier this time, Jim, than last time we were here.
What's that?
Homecoming game. The dance ended right when the game ended.
Right. Well, that's.
Is that when the bus was late getting here or something? Yeah.
The bus was late and they couldn't dance. You know, they started at 11:45 and it got over at 12.
I'll tell you, as an administrator, you love that. You'd be calling the bus, telling them, hey, hold that bus up.
Frank, don't get him started on the after-game dances.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, the ball's teed up, and Smith with the kickoff. Not bad for... Oh, it's dropped here. Still spinning around.
Well, Greg Avila says, I'm going to recover it here and give us at least a little better field position at the 30-yard line.
Minute 10 remaining. Again, the score, 16 for the Mustangs and 6 for the Buffs.
Well, you know what the Mustangs did? You know, normally, you know, in football, a team will try to take advantage as soon as you get a turnover, and they'll usually say they'll go up on top and throw the bomb. Well, the Mustangs said, we'll just run 75 yards. So Fernandez has come back in.
That was about the total output of total pass yardage in one run play for the Mustangs.
Whew.
Where you going, Frank? You gonna take over for a while? Huh?
Bring him, if they're cold, bring them in here. It's great. See you, Frank.
Overall sponsor, Frank Halverson, coming in and checking things out, making sure we're doing our job, Rick, you know.
Well, I tell you, who ran that ball?
I can't see the
No,
number.
I think it might have... Yeah, Mark Stanley. That's a new ball carrier. You know, Frank just left, but I'll tell you what, we owe a big, you know, thanks to Frank Halverson. He sponsors this sports show year in and year out for the benefit of the youth in this county. And we really thank Frank a lot for doing that. So you got Neville split to this side, Gels.
Okay, Fernandez back with a short pass intended for number 2, Avila.
So 28 seconds remaining to score in the first quarter, 16-6, Mustangs on top. Again, this is a big, you know, it's big game weeks everywhere. You know, we've got Calaveras, Bret Hart, Gonzalo,
that's a meaningful game over there tonight.
Absolutely. The winner of that game goes to the playoffs as the number 3 seed. The Mustangs, who are assured of the number 2 seed, take on some wimpy team from Houston next week.
They always got a 1 in front of their name. I don't know what that means. But
and you know what's interesting, too, is again, this may be some areas that I get from Coach Davis, but the Bret Hart coach says, well, so I'm going to last longer in the playoffs than you are. And it's like, oh, give me a break. I just beat you by 20.
Hey, we better get that Bret Hart coach up here for an interview. Fernandez is on the run. There's not much he can do. They won't give him an intentional grounding on that.
Well, thank goodness that he's got a great, strong arm, because he almost ran out of distance.
He almost ran for a touchdown the other way there.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up 4th and long, and not, you know, again, we haven't seen a punt tonight, but this is going to be
this is going to be a fun one, because it's semi-muck.
Well, you got Andy Klinkenbeard back here who says, you know what, I want to show the fans that I'm going to get one for real.
75 yards for not that last time he touched the ball.
Greg Avila.
Oh, that was a squib. Good kick to get it away.
Oh, he got a good bounce.
Klinkenbeard just, hey, there's nothing he can do there.
Third base coach says, you got to get down. He slid, went under the tag. He was there. So the Mustangs will take over on the 43-yard line, their own 43.
Get some of the linemen's names in here. We've got 51, Eli Montano on the line. Roger Wilson. We've got Matt Ward, Josh Bullard. We got Jesse Kuster. We've got some big guys up front for the Mustangs. Again, 74 holding down the right side, big Jared Crane, 6'4", 255-pound sophomore. Played a whale of a season this year as a sophomore. Here comes
the Kuster. How'd you like to have to feed that kid? You know, I asked his mom one day, Terry, I said, Terry, how do you feed? You know, you may have to get padlocks. You know, just lock that refrigerator.
No, not pads. You rip those off, you got to get safes.
Oh, man.
You know, those fireproof safes. Anyway, that's the end of the first quarter, folks. 16-6 in favor of the Mustangs. This first quarter of the game of the week has been proudly brought to you by Barron's Furniture at 23 Ridge Road in Sutter Creek. They've been serving the Mother Lode with quality home furnishings and bedding for over 20 years. Stop by Barron's today for all of your home furnishing needs. We're going to be right back with second quarter action right after these messages.
be a track star.
No one ever says, I want to be a junkie when I grow up.
I want to be a ballerina.
Yet thousands of kids let getting high make a mess of their lives.
I want to be a nurse.
Don't let drugs get in the way of your dreams.
This year, why not make the holidays really special? Nothing enhances a woman's style like fine jewelry. Imagine 2 tones of gold lit by sparkling diamonds, the rich blue of sapphire, and the luster of 14-karat gold. Perhaps romance warms your winter. These styles will melt her heart. Timeless classics, exciting new designs, stylish, elegant, romantic. So this year, give a beautiful gift of fine jewelry and make it a holiday to remember.
Goldmine Jewelers, serving Amador County for 24 years, is located on historic Main Street in Jackson.
Everyone hates to clean blinds. It's an awkward, messy job at best. Now Chase's Blind Bath will do your dirty work for you. We will take them down, clean, and rehang them the same day in most areas. Or you can drop them off at our shop in Jackson and save. We promise that our new high-tech ultrasonic blind cleaning system will make your blinds shiny and clean again. Think of it, clean blinds with no hassle. For a free estimate, call Chase's Blind Bath at 223-BATH. Ask for our special introductory or senior citizen discount.
Amador Motors in Sutter Creek announces the 1997 year-end inventory blowout event. 98 models are on their way, so all 1997 inventory must be liquidated immediately. All 97 Dodge Ram trucks, regular cabs, and club cabs, 2- and 4-wheel drives, blowout priced. All 97 Jeeps, blowout priced. Caravans and Voyagers, blowout priced. But hurry, for when they're gone, they're gone, gone, gone. Also in stock now, the all-new 1998 Dodge Ram Quad Cab at Amador Motors in Sutter Creek. Your Chrysler, Dodge, Plymouth, Jeep, and Eagle dealer announcing the 1997 year-end inventory blowout event.
It's no secret. Finley's Bed Shop and Furniture has sofas, hided beds, and futons. And the big secret is the low prices, 90-day same-as cash, and free delivery. And not to forget, major brand names of quality bedding are on stock. So, the secret's out at
Finley's Bed Shop and Furniture,
located in the Motherwell Plaza, South Jackson.
Celebrating 50 years of local service, Manacero Insurance Agency has been operating with one goal in mind: service. Give the customer what they need. Helped by my team of insurance professionals, we are still serving local residents and businesses with customized personal service and insurance. Today, Manacero Insurance is preparing for the future by insuring yours. Experience and service you can count on. Manacero Insurance, Main Street, Sutter Creek, and Clinton Road in Jackson.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN, and now back to the Game of the Week in our sports show with sportscasters Rick Carter and Jim Vinciguerra.
And action. 6. That last play, we're back for second quarter action. Second quarter of the Game of the Week is proudly brought to you by PAC, the Prevention Activity Coordinating Team. We'll get it right after
Second down 5 to Kuster.
Well, something happened there.
He's going to be, he had a lot of blockers in front of him, but it looked like Keith Blackie, 44, snuck through, I believe. Oh, let's take that back. Check that. That's number 57, Paul McClanahan.
5 yards, close to a first down, brings up third and about a foot for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they're checking it out. Now, the interesting thing would be is now they move the ball in. If they set it down, it'd be great to ask for a measuring down. I bet you they'd have first down. So third down and less than a foot. Just into the second quarter. Mustangs on top, 16-6.
Kuster again, left. No, that isn't Kuster. We've got Machado going up the right side here. Good for a big first down. Again, this second quarter of the game of the week is brought to you by PAC, the Prevention Activity Coordinating Team. It's who they are and what they do. They're team representatives of Amador County's Alcohol and Drug Services, HIV/AIDS Education Services, and Tobacco Reduction Track Services, working to promote prevention activities within the community. For more information regarding their services and upcoming future activities, please call PAC at 223-6638.
So another first down for the Mustangs is they kind of fake the toss to Kuster, inside handoff to Machado. Second quarter action. Mustangs on top, 16-6. Machado again.
Whoa, did you see that? I think it looked like 51. Eli Montano downfield there. He took a dive, landed on his rear end, and slid at least 8-10 yards.
He said, you know, I didn't have anybody to block, but I thought I might as well get dirty.
A slip and slide.
So he picks up 3, second down, 7.
Again, Rick, well, I want to say something about soccer right after this play here.
Hey, go ahead.
Well,
I'd love to hear you say something about soccer.
Something might happen here. Let's see. And that's Machado following his blocker.
You know, he just puts his hands on their hip. Good stop that time. McClanahan on top.
And off to number 32, Steve Machado. Tackled by number 57.
Anyway, we've done a couple of soccer games, and the Mustangs undefeated in the league with Coach of the Year, Pete Gaskin, and all leaguers. We've got Gaser and Bernhardt and the rest of the gang.
Well, they're undefeated all year, not just league.
I think they were 22-2, I think, from what our expert announcer Galen Miller had to say. But anyway, playing for the championship of Division III down at El Camino High School in Sacramento against Dixon. And we're going to try to get down there. And this is actually, it's going to be a tape delay. This is going to happen tomorrow, but hopefully the TSPN crew will be down there to bring Amador County, hopefully, a championship home on television. Yeah, I'm going to try to make it down there, Tom. You going to bring your camera?
Well, I'm going to be there.
Okay, so I guess we're going to do it.
Section title.
Section title at stake.
You know, we talked about after this play, we'll give some of the updated stats with Kuster and Machado both vying for the kind of the team lead in rushing. Now, Machado is trailing him by, about 240 yards.
That's Kuster right there. Still on his feet. He's all the way, folks. That's it.
Well, that's about a 36-yard touchdown run. Randall Fry. Randy Fry's joining us up here, the outdoorsman. Hey, how are the fish biting in that pond down there?
Are there crappie in there or Eastern Brook?
They don't breed too good in that mud.
They don't breed too good in the mud.
Randall.
Anyway, Josh Kuster, we're just saying who's going to get the rushing title, and we said Machado was up 75 here. He just knocked off half of that right there.
Yeah, I kind of went, well, you know, that's going to be, but these two guys have gotten along tremendously all year long.
Probably never a better running pair at Argonaut High School. Again, Kuster, we got an easy pass to the end zone. That's number 13, Danny Meeks. Pass from Swenson, nobody on him there, Rick, and that brings the score right now with 9:20 remaining in the second quarter. Mustangs 24 and the Buffs 6. Well, Hunt Drilling Company has been serving Amador County and the Mother Lode for over 18 years. They specialize in water well drilling, water system installation, and pump service. Hunt Drilling Company is owned and operated by Tom and Debbie Hunt. Call them for your free estimate at 223-2811 or stop by Hunt Drilling at Jackson Gate on Jackson Gate Road.
You know, you were talking about running tandems. You know, Randy, thanks. Come on by at halftime. All right. You know, you're talking about running tandems. They are tremendously a running tandem. Coming into tonight's contest, Kuster had 1,582 yards rushing. Machado had 1,347. Machado had 17 touchdowns, and Kuster was 16 touchdowns. Now, we go back a ways, you know, when Keith Davis was coaching here, you know, he's been here forever.
Yeah.
but you go back to when they had Matt King, and Matt King is standing on the sideline there.
King
and Johnny Whitmore.
Whitmore, yeah.
Johnny Whitmore, and that was a great tandem. And I see, you know, Matt King's down there. He's stayed involved with Argonaut, the Argonaut football program. He owns a travel agency down in Rancho Marietta. So there have been some tandems. Vance Mueller was here several years ago. So it's kind of a tradition maybe that's building here is watch these running backs coming out. And then you look down and you say, gosh, we got a guy, Kenny Cottrell, who's carried the ball 7 times or 146 or 20.9 yards per carry.
21 yards a carry.
And he's coming up. He's a junior. Cisneros is a junior. He's 7.1. And Klinkenbeard, you saw tonight, he's averaging 6.5.
Hey.
Now, if you got the beef in front, here you go. Greg Avila fields a short kick, drives it up to the 35-yard line or thereabouts. You know, we should go through. The head coach for the Argonaut Mustangs is Keith Davis, assisted by Gary Traverso, John Adair, Dave Gonzalez, Steve Goggins, Dan Smith, Jerry Stalker, and I mean, a whole host of coaches.
Yeah, and hey, last game of the season, Rick. How about stats? Listen.
Well,
who do we got?
Go through.
Looks like we got Katie Heinrich, Kristen Panel, Lena Velasquez, Lisa Stikelether, Gina Traverso, and Angelina Souza. So a big help for the Mustangs this year.
Real short gain, maybe back to the line of scrimmage for Gels, number 37. Gain of 1. And then head coach Scott Hunkins, assisted by Joe Anushin, Bill Baker, Joe Pombo,
Mad Dog
Bobby Thomas, Mike Visser, the Mad Dog.
Mad Dog Mike.
We may be missing somebody. We're trying to do this from memory now.
Okay, here we go with a delay off the right side. I couldn't get the number, but 84 and on the stop was Casey Ward.
That was Krupski, John Krupski off the right side. Broke about 2 or 3 tackles. However, the tackles he's breaking are in the backfield.
You can't do that and get big yardage. B&H Electric Incorporated are a commercial and industrial electrical contractor. They're proud to sponsor and participate in activities for the youth of Amador County. Tim Finch of Ione is with B&H Electric.
Well, and also we should point out Josh Kuster was, very rarely do art schools up here get rewarded in the Stockton record, but he was the Stockton record athlete of the week this past week. Congratulations to Josh Kuster.
Fernandez hit as he throws.
Number 3, Mark Fernandez's pass intended for number 37, John
Okay, that was intended for number 37, John Gels, down here on the left side.
I was trying to see who that was. I think it was Mike Macholik that, was in on Fernandez. So Greg Avila will come back in to punt.
977 is blocking an exit. You need to move your car or it will be towed.
Okay, back deep. Klinkenbeard sitting right in the muck. Now, maybe he's got a plan here, Rick. He's going to catch it in the muck and run out of it. Okay, so he knows he can either go left or right.
I'll tell you what,
he's going to be on some firm ground.
They're kicking from the right hash mark. If it comes left, which it's not going to come left.
It's not going to go anywhere here. It's going to go out of bounds on about the 30.
No, make that about the 45-yard line, Jim. Well, all of our planning went for naught, because if the ball had come to this side, Klinkenbeard had
gone.
So it'll bring up now a 1st and 10 at the, it's even
less
at
than
the 49-yard line of the Mustangs. Mustangs on top, 24-6, 7:43 remaining in the second quarter. Another big game that a lot of notoriety is that Dixon-Vanden game.
That's happening tonight.
Happening tonight.
Borden Checker against the host Vanden Vikings, rated right now, I think, number 2 behind Houston.
It's going to be a great playoff.
Some big
delay handoff.
That was Kuster, I think, number 36.
Yeah, Josh Kuster. Yeah, that game, is interesting because I had the opportunity to see both games. I saw Dixon against Amador, and I saw Vanden against Amador. The Dixon, that kid had 420 some yards rushing that night. Everybody's a Dixon backer. I watched Vanden the next week. Vanden plays a lot better defense, so I've got Vanden
winning the ball game tonight, not Dixon.
Well, yeah.
And this is November 14th at 8:36 that I'm making that prediction. So
check channel 3 tonight when you get home, folks.
Machado. Oh, he gets drilled.
Wrestled to the ground there. What's that number, Tom?
Whew. Paul McClanahan, I think, is at 57. Yeah, Paul McClanahan, number 57. You know, I'm having trouble. I don't have my glasses to read the program, but I'm not sure what I'm going to need to be able to read the numbers.
Well, my binoculars are right there, Rick.
Well, you know, it's funny because the mud in the JV game wasn't as thick.
Wasn't as thick, yeah.
Yeah.
They just hit harder on the ground, Tom.
They're heavier, so they sink deeper.
They sink. Get that darker brown. Okay, let's see what we can get here.
Pitch to Machado.
Machado again, up the middle.
See, now what you see is what Steve Machado's doing, the same what John Gels did when he reversed the field, is as he comes around that right side, he's looking for that cutback lane, and he picks up a first down.
We're going to have to take these guys at halftime to the car wash, Rick. Huh?
Yeah,
Get that hot jet spray and wax on them.
Oh, yeah. Take him to Hooks Detailing.
Yeah, Hooks Detailing, did a little color sanding on them and everything, huh?
I think Hooks Detailing, you know, and we saw Hooks at the Italian dinner.
Yeah, he's the
bocce ball player.
Bocce stuff now.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
So-
Sean Hooks Detailing.
Straight hand off to Kuster.
Just a host of buffs tagging alongside of him there.
He's off. He's got another first down. You know, I need to mention, too, as Kuster is doing this, Coach Davis's comment in the Stockton record was that Josh and Steve are a great tandem, probably the best the school has had. Josh seems to get stronger as the game progresses. Now, that's true. It seems like as he gets going, it's like, you know, I started out pretty nice, and then I just get a little bit more confidence, a little bit more aggression or whatever, and he certainly seems to do that day in and day out. Loose ball, but he picks it right back up. Kuster, the ball popped off his chest, went down, came right back up. He got a first down.
That was Cisneros, I think.
Tackled by number 57.
99, Cisneros.
Well, Paul McClanahan made the tackle, but he's
still got a first down, Rick.
Paul McClanahan right now is, if you can't tell who it is, it's McClanahan. He's dirty front and back.
Good Friends Chinese Restaurant, a comfortable, friendly atmosphere with all the traditional Chinese favorites, and now sushi. Enjoy the 10% discount now offered on takeout for October, November, and December. It's Good Friends Chinese Restaurant next to Lucky's in the Jackson Creek Plaza. Give them a call, 223-3467. Now, that's Kuster on the left side.
Well, I tell you, Robbie Swenson did a nice job. Robbie got a good block, and he knocked one guy off, and he kept going, number 12, Swenson. And,
9 yards on the play, brings up a 2nd and 1.
you know, and I'm sure Kuster, you know, I was listening to an interview with Jerome Bettis the other day, and he's, you know, he buys his linemen's Rolexes and, you know, takes them to fancier restaurants. You know, Kuster could, you know, maybe get a Timex to have them split between them, you know.
Not Timex.
Hey, he keeps on ticking.
A licking and keeps on ticking.
John Cameron, Swayze, Vince Aguirre.
Okay, that's Machado with the ball. Fights for a few yards. It's good for a first down, though.
And off to number 32, Steve Machado.
I'm going to put you on the spot here in about a minute, Rick. So,
well, Greg Avila slowed him up. What kind of spot?
I want you to think about who you would name. You know, we've seen every team this year in the Motherlode League. Who's the most valuable player in the Motherlode League as of tonight?
I think you go with Dave Woods.
Hold on. I want you to think about it now. I'm going to give you a minute.
Okay.
You know, think about all these players you've seen this year.
Okay. I will think about it.
Okay.
So that my first comment could be retracted, is that what you're saying?
I'm just giving you a chance to think.
Hand off to Kuster.
Straight up the middle.
And off to number 99, Andrew Cisneros.
Oh, check that.
Cisneros, 99.
You know, if you're dyslexic, you read from right to left.
It doesn't matter
read
with 99.
from upside down. I mean, you know.
66 is a lineman, you know.
I keep looking at that 9. It looked like a 6 on the right side, so I thought it was Kuster. So coming up on the 4-minute mark, Mustangs inside the 10-yard line of the Buffaloes, leading this contest 24-6.
Somebody got...
Boy, I tell you.
Fumble or Kuster?
No, I think it hit Kuster right as he got the ball. And
number 36, Josh Kuster, was hit immediately and tackled by number 57, Paul
McClanahan. You know, we had to kind of delay a little bit to see him kind of turn around. I hope they just hose him down at halftime.
They should, yeah.
Maybe they can just go out and hose him off a little bit. I mean, they're already wet and cold. What's another little, you know, dousing of water here or there? You know, this is great. These are great yearbook pictures, too.
People can put on their brother's uniform.
Yeah.
Sure. You know?
Time out for the Mustangs. You know, when I'm talking about good yearbook pictures, you're all muddy and games already at the tape hanging down, and you know, you kind of walk along and say, "Hey man, I play football."
The Ione Business and Community Association proudly presents the 1997 Ione Christmas Parade and Open House, Saturday, December 6th. The parade will start at 4 p.m. Those interested in participating simply show up at One Stop Supermarket's parking lot at 3:30. Hey kids, Santa's coming to town. You can visit with him and get your pictures taken too at City Hall. Businesses up and down Main Street will be open after the parade, serving goodies and offering holiday specials during the open house. One of the annual attractions for this event is loads of snow hauled in from the mountains. You'll have fun in the snow at the city's train park. There will be lots of entertainment during the open house. Christmas caroling, skits, and characters roaming around Main Street in turn-of-the-century costumes. Don't miss the 1997 Ione Christmas Parade and Open House, Saturday, December 6th in downtown Ione. See you there.
The new Jackson Ford Mercury. Everything we do for you. Committed to your vehicle's maintenance and service needs, we offer Ford-trained and certified technicians, online Ford diagnostic equipment, technical information, and vehicle history, genuine Ford and Motorcraft parts, a shuttle service for the local areas, and we'll wash your car. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. The new Jackson Ford Mercury. Quality care at your service.
Safeguard Pest Control with the experienced professionals of the Motherlode.
Prior to spraying any pesticides, the Safeguard technicians will take the time to get rid of unsightly spider webs. We get to the source of ant problems if it means climbing up to the attic or crawling under your house. Safeguard Pest Control is locally owned and run by professionals who take the time to do the job right. Call today.
You spot it, we blot it. Johnny on the Spot Carpet Cleaners. You get it dirty, we get it clean. It's our job. We do it well. Call us at 223-1093. Reasonably priced, good quality, dependable carpet cleaning for the Motherlode.
Hey man, I play football.
When thinking about buying a new or previously owned car or truck, be sure to shop first at Prospect Motors, Amador Toyota in Jackson. Their knowledgeable, courteous sales staff will help you find just what you're looking for and at just the right price. From purchase to service, there's no better place than Prospect Motors, Amador Toyota in Jackson. Proud sponsors of this, the game of the week for the past 8 years. Okay, we've got a timeout. Did you change your mind yet? You have your minute to go, and you're going to pick.
I'm going to say the most valuable player in the league would be Dave Woods, the quarterback at Somerville High School.
So they got a most valuable player, then they come up with like a most outstanding player and all that. So
I would say, well, I think they go with like maybe either most outstanding or most outstanding offensive player, defensive player. I'd go with Josh Kuster as the most outstanding offensive performer.
Okay, so we got Woods is the most valuable. This is our prediction.
Yeah,
I'd go with you there. Most outstanding offensive player in the league, Kuster.
You know, and of course, defensive player, that's hard for us to pick, you know, but third down and long.
Machado's gone.
I think that's about a 10-yard run for Machado. So Machado picks up his second touchdown of the quarter. You know, both these guys have distinct running styles.
You can,
you know, you can really tell where Kuster takes it, turns it, and kind of powers it. Machado kind of more finesse, looks for the blockers, and then boom, accelerates right there into the end zone. So at 3:08 The Mustangs score again to go up 30-6 while they attempt the conversion.
Clean shirts in there.
So Klinkenbeard with a touchdown, Machado with 2 touchdowns, and Kuster with 1.
Whoa, we've got
kind of a broken play.
But let me tell you, that was Swenson's, went straight up the field with it.
Yeah, I think it was a busted play. There may be a penalty. There may be a flag on the field.
Okay, it doesn't.
Illegal shift against the Mustangs refused, so the run fails. So the Mustangs lead 30-6 at the 3:08 mark of the second quarter. Well, Jim, so who's your most valuable? You're going with Woods?
Well, yeah, I think you have to. He's put in how many years over at Somerville leading the Bears? He's their leader. He's got them right now at an undefeated season. And, you know, granted, he's got one heck of a receiver in Oliva, who you know is going to be all league at least. It could be another outstanding player right there. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Woods, then I'm going to go with Kuster, same as you. Backs, Machado's got to be in there. He's got 1,600 yards total this year.
Well, you know, and that's the funny part about this league. You know, you've got so many votes, so many places or whatever. You know, with the Buffaloes out here tonight, you know, I believe Mark Fernandez and
yep.
John Gels and Keith Lackey are 3 kids that are deserving of some recognition in the league, if it's first team or second team, but definitely they need to be recognized. And that's the point I was making earlier, is that last year the Mustangs go winless in league and aren't even given a first team, you know, pick somewhere. And I'm not even sure, you know, that. So you know, I think it's something looking at and trying to find out. And it's tough when you're an athlete. You play it as a team sport. But you do, down deep, would like to see some individual recognition for your efforts. And
yeah, Tom says, well, they can always go out for track, you know, get that individual.
Yeah, track or wrestling or golf, you know, those are.
Okay, here's the kickoff.
Fielded by Gels.
Trying to get to the outside.
He's got the corner.
He's got one guy to beat. And he did, well, they closed it up in a
Well, that's about all he could do. That's about all John Gels could do, was say, I need to turn it here, because he knew the angle was coming at him. So he returns it about 45 yards, 40 yards anyway. So with 2:58 in the second quarter.
At the Argonaut 44-yard line.
Mustangs, Buffaloes take over on the 44-yard line of the Mustangs.
I think that was Gels, wasn't it? I can't tell. We gave him credit anyway.
Good play fake, but it was sniffed out by that defensive line. Try to get a number there.
That might have been Roger Wilson.
55, Roger Wilson.
Yeah, Roger Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson just met him and just thrashed him to the ground. So coming up on 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half, 30-6, Mustangs on top. Looks like a little confusion. Klinkenbeard, Coach Gary Traverso, defensive coordinator, kind of signaling him around.
Heck of a stick by a couple of Mustangs there.
The ball hit hard and tackled by number 22, Andrew.
Andy Klinkenbeard came up on John Gels, 37.
About 5 on the play, brings up a third and 5.
Brings up a third and 5 or 6 for the Buffs. 1:56 remaining, first half action.
John just keeps getting up. He got hit pretty hard. He kind of sauntered back. He's only a junior. John Gels is a junior, coming back next year. So third down, 5 to go.
Whoa, we've got big movement by...
We got all sorts of stuff going on.
33.
Now, did they encroach first? I mean, that's what they're looking at. If there was defensive encroachment before the offensive guy moved, nope, they're going to call false start.
False start on that right side. Looked like 33 Neville kind of jumped the gun.
Yeah, it was definitely Paul Neville, you know, who, you know, he's kind of a knucklehead sometimes, you know, so we got to kind of think about that. You know, he may have to go to Dr. Ugetso.
I don't know, he might take after his dad.
I don't know.
Probably does.
Well, his Uncle Paul will be watching this tape again from Niagara Falls, so we'll make sure.
Yeah, okay, let's get his name in once and we're off to the races here. Here we go. 3rd down and 10 for the Buffs. Inside handoff, slip.
That's why Paul was leaving early the play before. He was getting the ball.
Supposed to be getting the ball, that's right.
Handoff to number 33.
Lucky they got it to him the second time.
He was led that time up the hole by number 55, Jody Gardner, and number 51, that was Eric Coughlin. 52 seconds remaining. Timeout on the field.
Again, 30-6 in favor of the Mustangs. This second quarter of the game of the week is being proudly brought to you by PACT, the Prevention Activity Coordinating Team. It's who they are and what they do. They're team representative of Amador County's Alcohol and Drug Services, HIV Education Services, and Tobacco Reduction Tract Services, working to promote prevention activities within the community. For more information regarding their services and upcoming future activities, give them a call. It's PACT at 223-6638.
You know, we touched on the playoffs begin next week. The Argonaut Mustangs get rewarded for getting into the playoffs, finishing as the 2nd seed in the Mother League, take on the highly touted Houston Ball Club. So, you know, it's one of those things, like Tom said, should they have tried to be 3rd? Well, you know, I don't know. You know, you sort of just go out and play them and hope the cards fall somewhere else.
Okay, we got everybody spread out here on the right. We've got 3 wides on the right. 4th down. They throw left.
Caught by Greg Avila.
Good for a first down there, Rick.
Boy, he took a shot, too, because he got hit by Cottrell, 28, and then it looked like 90.
28, Kenny Cottrell.
Maybe 99 Cisneros. Put another pop on him. But they overloaded the right side and threw the slant to Avila.
This guy is so hard up
So it ends up first down and 10 for the Buffaloes.
The left end is totally...
Same formation as they had. Avila's
Fernandez backpedaling again. Whoa, good comeback play on that, Rick. I thought it was going to be an interception, but what is that?
Well, Justin Brazil caught it, but he caught it at the line of scrimmage.
He had to run a heck of a long ways just to catch up with the ball.
Well, you know,
Good shot of our county assessor right there.
And now they're calling timeout again.
Okay, zoom in on this number 2. Look at this number 2 here, Tom, while we've got a little time. Okay, let's see. Who's holding that thing? Zoom in, Tom.
That's a zoom.
That's a zoom. That looks like Nanook of the North, who just came out of Montana, probably out of state deer hunt. I lay you money, that's him. And we probably got...
I don't think that's John Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, that's John Kirkpatrick. Amador County's own.
Get in closer than
county official.
John on the number 2. And by the way, that's 4 yards, not the line of scrimmage.
Well, okay. We'll give them 4 on that. It was a 31-yard pass that netted 4. But it counts.
It's better than the line of scrimmage.
And holding the big stick with a 0 on it on the right side is none other than John Maggi, you know, the king of High School Hill.
Look at it. He's just leaning against it.
Leaning on it there. Taking 5. Let me see if I can see who's on the left side there.
We're going to have to come back to the game here.
Oh, none other than the left side. Hey, Clinton's own John Brownlee.
Oh,
they got Larry, Bo, and Curly. Where's Shimp?
We got a crew.
Yeah. All they need is Bobby Williams. He's probably the alternate tonight.
Well, they got Dennis Davis in the bullpen warming up.
The big D will be down there.
The double D.
All alumni from the old Jackson High School.
That's when they had leather helmets.
No. Well, Dennis Davis, yeah, they might have had leather when he was in there.
Hernandez brings the Buffaloes up to the line. 2nd down, 7.
Back to pass.
Pretty good protection this time. Throws to the end zone.
Tough play for Tough play for the defender and the offensive receiver there. Listen, folks, that's the end of the second quarter with the score right now, 30-6 in favor of the Mustangs. A quick replay on what happened here first half, Rick.
Well, the Mustangs got on the board first with a 7:37 Klinkenbeard, a 5-yard run. The Buffaloes answered back with John Gills on a long 65-yard run. He capped it off with a 1-yard touchdown run. At the end of the first quarter, Buffaloes trailed 8-6. The second quarter was owned completely by the Argonaut Mustangs offensively. 75-yard touchdown run by Machado, a 36-yard run by Kuster, and another 10-yard run by Machado. And 2 of the 3 extra points were converted for a 30-6 halftime lead. So stay tuned. We'll be back with the second half right after this halftime show.
We know what you want in a used car or truck. Safety, dependability, cleanliness, and at the right price. Hi, Frank Halverson here for Prospect Motors and Amador Toyota in Jackson. And when you're thinking of a used car or truck, think Prospect Motors and Amador Toyota. Why? All our vehicles must pass a 50-point safety inspection to ensure your safety and dependability. All our vehicles come with a free 30-day warranty and selection. Whether you're looking for a used car, truck, sport utility, 2-wheel drive, or 4-wheel drive, we've got them all. And if we don't have the vehicle in stock you're currently looking for, chances are we can find it within a few days. That's Prospect Motors and Amador Toyota, your Chevrolet, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Cadillac, Buick, and Toyota dealer, your used car and truck headquarters in Jackson, the family dealership that treats you like family.
Sutter Creek, setting the standard in jewelry design.
Looking for that special gift for that hard-to-buy-for person? Ione's first craft fair in 3 years is bringing local and surrounding crafters together in one place to exhibit their crafts for sale. All are handmade, and some are one-of-a-kind items. Shop the Ione Craft Fair for unique and special gifts. Saturday, November 29th from 9 to 4 at Evelyn Bishop Hall, Howard Park, Ione. Crafters, booth space is still available. Call Francine at 274-4814.
Listen to what customers have to say about Jeff Holman Auto Center.
This is my dog, Maya, my work dog, and this is my work truck. Bought it from Jeff about 4 years ago. It puts about 45,000 miles on it, and I could not be happier with the vehicle and with the service that I get from Jeff. And everything he's done has been top-notch.
Strict model selection, careful professional mechanical preparation to ensure our customers years of dependable service. Jeff Holman Auto.
I own an auto repair center, and when it comes to helping people make good decisions about their cars, I recommend All Pro Auto Parts. Look, cars don't break down on schedule. When I need quality parts to get a car back on the road, All Pro Auto Parts comes through with expert service, a great selection, competitive prices, and convenient hours. I depend on All Pro because my customers depend on me. So when you need an auto parts specialist, whether it's in my garage or yours, shop where I shop, All Pro Auto Parts.
Your All-Pro dealer is ATI Parts Stores with 2 convenient locations, Sutter Hill and Pine Grove.
Hi, I'm Guy Smalley from Guy Saw Center. Whether or not El Nino hits the motherlode this winter, be prepared with a new Honda snowblower from Guy Saw Center. Whether you're clearing the deck with this model 621 single stage, or clearing miles of driveway with this model 828 with track drive and hydrostatic transmission, or something in between. Get the right Honda snowblower with the best financing available now at Guy Saw Center on Highway 88 in Pine Grove.
Call Sutter Creek Roof Contractors at 296-5888 for prompt, honest, local, reliable, professional roofing. You need the right company when you're dealing with something as important as the roof of your home. You get reasonable prices and the assurance that local folks will be around to back up their work. So call 296-5888. That's Tim Thornhill at Sutter Creek Roof Contractors for your free estimate. You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN, and now back to the Game of the Week in our sports show with sportscasters Rick Carter and Jim Vinciguerra.
Action.
Okay, we're back, folks, with second half action again. 30-6 in favor of the Mustangs. Captain's meeting in the middle of the field. We've got for the Mustangs, number 55, Roger Wilson, number 36, Josh Kuster, and number 32, Steve Machado.
Well, for the Buffaloes, it's very, very hard to tell, but we'll go with Mark Fernandez, number 3, 44, Keith Lackey, 80, Jesse McDonald, 86, Justin Lee. So the Mustangs will get the second half kickoff. Again, they totally dominated that second quarter, where they scored 22 points. 22 points in that second quarter, and that's what has been kind of their kind of trademark the last few weeks in this league. Calaveras, everybody talked about how good Calaveras was. Well, they got ahead of the Mustangs early, like 14-zip or something in the first quarter. The Mustangs come back, it's knotted up 22-22 at the end of 3. The Mustangs go on for a 20-point third quarter and win it 42-22. Which really put kind of a real tailspin into the league in that, hey, Argonauts for real. They're showing it tonight. They didn't panic. The Buffaloes did a nice job pulling to within 2 there in the first quarter. Did a nice job pulling there. They got another turnover, and then they unfortunately turned the ball right back over to the Mustangs, who said, you know what? I'm not going to do it twice in a row. Machado took that handoff and went 75 yards for a touchdown.
You just got a report in from Calaveras, and I know this is a tape delay, but right now Calaveras leading Bret Hart at Bret Hart 26-0. I think it was at halftime, so it looks like Calaveras just may be that third pick for the MLL. This third quarter of the Game of the Week is probably brought to you by Sutter Creek Roofing, locally owned and operated by Tim Thornhill. Call Sutter Creek Roofing at 296-5888 for prompt, honest, local, reliable, Professional Roofing. You need the right company when you're dealing with something as important as the roof on your home. You're going to get a reasonable price and the assurance that local folks will be around to back up that work. So call 296-5888. It's Tim Thornhill with Cedar Creek Roofing for your free estimate.
Well, Greg Avila will kick off.
Oh, we got a whistle right off the bat here.
We're going to have an encroachment on the kickoff. The kicking team, you know, one of the things, you know, we talked about at the top of the show, that talking to Coach Davis and some of the comments the Bret Hart coach had told him, you know, after they had defeated the Bullfrogs. The interesting part is, like Coach Davis had told me, some of the reasons that they were able to reel off 20 points in that fourth quarter over Bret Hart was they put about 4 or 5 of their players out of the ball game. You know, that there were some guys that had to be kind of helped off and didn't come back, the Bullfrogs. And so your comment about them getting beat 26-0 half by Calaveras, this is a result of what maybe Argonaut did to them last week, not only on the scoreboard, but physically.
And the game we did last week, Somerville Amador found Oliva, the outstanding receiver, out for that entire second half. So we didn't get a report on him this week, but he may be in a little world of hurt too. Okay, who do we got running the ball?
Cottrell.
Cottrell, still on his feet. Oh, tripped up by number 86. That's Justin Lee.
Well, you know, the Mustangs were real patient because they knew that they didn't have the blocking angle there. They had the players there, but they knew they would end up clipping him, and they just kind of held back, waiting to see if they could get him turned in the right direction. But Cottrell made a nice return on that play. So 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line of the Mustangs. We're in the second half now of the big game. Just to recap the freshmen, Amador won 24-22. The JVs, Buffaloes won 16-8.
Whoa, Machado hit behind the line.
That's got to be Paul McClanahan, because he's the only kid I can't read a number at all. Okay, we'll check that. It was 80. Tom's right on top of the camera, Jesse McDonald.
We haven't heard McDonald's name called on offense tonight, Rick.
No. You know, remember we used to see him early in the season. They'd run that slant pattern to him. He's quick and strong. But I think that ended up being scouted pretty well. 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs.
Okay, straight up the middle. Cisneros with the ball that time brings up a 3rd down and about 7 for the Mustangs. In with the play is number 9, Jordan Smith. Again, big Steve Crane holding down the right side there. Number 74, it's Steve Crane. Sorry, Steve.
He might be, you know.
Jared Crane, the sophomore. Okay, that's Kuster.
I'll tell you what, the Buffaloes that time, which Coach Billy Baker, their defensive coordinator, sending guys, and they're bringing linebackers, and it does bring up a 4th down and 2, and I would be totally surprised if they punted it.
Yeah.
Because this is a challenge. You know, the Mustangs say, you know what, there's no way you're going to stop us if we're 2 yards or less. And now the Buffaloes have to say, get fired up, say, come on. Look, they're putting it in our face.
Look where their punter'd be, too, if he did have to take a center.
So they said, hey, we got to come up on the line. Looks like a loose ball.
That was a loose ball.
Well, the Buffaloes are going to get the ball 1st and 10.
And they recovered the fumble.
Snap on the play.
Now, I think the ball looked like it was underneath a Mustang.
Well, it didn't matter.
But it didn't matter because it was going to be a 1st down for the Buffaloes because they didn't gain the 2 yards. So now Fernandez and the Buffaloes need to take advantage of this turnover.
Hey, I just saw a clean number in there for the Mustangs. Rick, number 68, Ryan Millington, 6'3", 205. One of the down linemen on defense looked like he's playing nose guard right now.
Well, I don't think he's going to be clean long.
No, one play.
Hand off to Krupski, it looks like.
Hand off to number 37.
No, that was John Gels.
Dropped by 22, Klinkenbeard.
Well, I tell you, Klink, he puts a tattoo on you, too. He'll come up, boom. I was talking to his mom and dad out here. Andy was in a serious car accident when he was in the 7th grade when I had him as a student. And I'll tell you what, football to him is nothing compared to living through that car accident.
Yeah.
Great kid, great young man. Second down, 6.
Inside handoff. Avila, number 3.
Number 34, John.
That's John Krupski with the carry.
Well, I didn't see the 4. I saw the 3.
That's okay. We'll give you a do-over.
Half credit.
Yeah, we'll review the film, see if you get a full sack or half a sack. You know, this is where, you know, Amador wanted to come in and say that I want to control the ball. I want to keep the ball away from the Mustangs as often as possible. So it's 3rd down and 3. Coming up on 8.5 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs on top, 30-6.
Keeper, Fernandez.
He gets to the 30-yard line as he gets knocked out of bounds.
Hine and Company used and rare books located on the corner of Water Street and Main in historic Jackson. Features technical, non-fiction, children's, Western Americana, and first editions. New in November, Hine and Company will open its new coffee house and bookstore across from the firehouse on Main Street in Jackson. Stop by or call Hine and Company, used and rare books. It's 223-9076.
Well, it's going to bring up a 4th down in inches. Now, if this is a JVs, I think they'd double reverse.
With a pass.
But we'll throw in a maybe a straight handoff here to Krupski.
No, that's just the keeper.
That's a good play.
JV's ought to put it in their hand, but...
No, that was kind of that quarterback sneak that got the good surge by Nathan Brown, the center. You can see the guy in the white hat is wanting to get out of here.
He wound that clock in.
Oh, it was it. Yes, sir. It's the first time we're going to keep the clock on. We're out. I'm getting cold. And his hanky is wet in his pocket and everything.
Well, I don't know. He's got a rag out in front hanging off his belt, so maybe that's his second flag.
So it brings up 1st and 10. Buffalo's at the 28-yard line of the Mustangs. Took over on a 4th down. Woo! Collared. And that was Cisneros, Andrew Cisneros. Knocked Gels right off his pins. But see, John Gels, that's what I'm saying. If there's not a spot for Fernandez, Gels, Krupski, these guys are all league, then there's no reason. I mean, these guys play hard every game. They're the best, the best they've got. They work hard every day. He's answered the bell. I mean, you know, he could be a heavyweight fighter at 140. He just keeps getting hit and keeps going. Gels kind of waits, lets a little traffic go by. And looks like Andy Klinkenbeard was in on the stop, 22. Make that Andrew Cisneros, 99. Kristen Zanzi's up here in the booth. I had to say hello. Hi, Kristen. How are you doing? Good. Are you watching the game? Is your daddy still asleep? All right, because it's way past his bedtime, isn't it? How you doing? All right. Well, I better go back and see what's happening. Thanks for coming to see me. Thanks, Sean. Kristen Zanzi, another one of my fans. Burnett. Justin Brazil on the reception.
You got fans.
Hey,
nobody's come up and told me that. I really feel, left out.
So that's, one of my close friends, Matt Zanzi, his daughter Kristen. I pay her regularly.
I don't make it out and about like you. I'm locked up for 8 hours a day. My fans are all in one spot.
Yeah.
Behind a 14-foot razor wire fence.
We'll do this. When your fans show up in the booth, we're in deep trouble. Hi, man, Vinny, man, I'm here. And we'd be saying, oh, yes, you are.
Guns a-blazing right behind them.
So it was nice to see that smiling face, Kristen Zanzi.
4th down, they're going for it.
Gels pops to the outside. Casey Ward, I believe.
He was still on his feet. Second effort got him that 1st down, I think, Rick.
Yes, he did. He broke that. I believe that's Casey Ward, number 84. And they're buddies, too. I mean, they live near each other, and Gil said, "You're not pulling me down, Case."
Get your shirts, laundry, and dry cleaning professionally done at Jackson Cleaners. They specialize in drapery, leather cleaning, and alterations. The Travascus family features old-fashioned, hands-on service and exceptional quality control. Pickup and delivery may be provided. Remember, it's Jackson Cleaners, Main Street in Jackson.
Well, if nothing else, the Buffaloes are taking time off the clock, and that's exactly what they need to do. You know, a touchdown here keeps some time. Oh, he throws a quail.
Ooh, man, that was a end over end. Looked like a kick.
It was intended to Dr. Ugatsu's favorite patient, Paul Neville.
For number 33, Paul Neville, falls incomplete.
Coverage by Kenny Cottrell on the play by the Mustangs. And Rob Swenson, number 12. You know, you got to give Rob Swenson a lot of credit as a quarterback for the Mustangs. In the offense they run, you know, a lot of people think, well, it's not much, just snap it and hand it to Kuster, hand it to Machado, pitch it. Well, you've got to make sure you not only do that, you lead the blocking, you make sure everybody's in line, and that there's a big, you know, sometimes they think, well, it's anybody can be quarterback, just snap it and hand it off. No, that isn't right.
And the quarterback is not used as a passer in this offense. Mostly it's a lead blocker or a blocker coming out of the backfield.
Well, the thing is, you know, I think next year you're going to see the Mustangs. Swenson's got a good arm, and I think you're going to see that if they put together a running game like this and then throw in 150 yards passing, teams are going to really have a hard time coming back. Second down, 10.
Number 37.
Gels with a carry again, kind of, you know, Gels could be very, you know, he's probably close to 100 yards rushing. That, you know, obviously that 60-yard run helps you, but he's certainly had a lot of carries tonight, and I would bet he's close to, if not over, the 100-yard mark.
4:55 remaining. Again, 32-6 in favor of the Mustangs. Third quarter action.
When you call Garden Spot Florist, they'll deliver. Kathy and her creative staff of floral designers will create an outstanding arrangement with the freshest flowers that will express your feelings. Show how much you care. Call Garden Spot Florist at 223-1288.
When it's time for retirement, will you be ready? With rising income to stay ahead of inflation, strategies to minimize taxes, cash reserves for unexpected expenses, financial security to enjoy the retirement you deserve. It's never too early to start planning for retirement. Edward D. Jones & Company has the solutions you need. For convenient personal service, call your local investment representative today.
Your local investment representative is Dan Young in Jackson. Call 223-0198.
FTD has just the thing to make spirits bright. The FTD Holiday Celebrations Bouquet. Some of life's best moments come FTD.
This year, why not make the holidays really special? Nothing enhances a woman's style like fine jewelry. Imagine 2 tones of gold lit by sparkling diamonds, the rich blue of sapphire, and the luster of 14-karat gold. Perhaps romance warms your winter. These styles will melt her heart. Timeless classics, exciting new designs, stylish, elegant, romantic. So this year, give a beautiful gift of fine jewelry and make it a holiday to remember.
Goldmine Jeweler, serving Amador County for 24 years, is located on historic Main Street in Jack.
Third quarter action.
Uh-oh, we've got a high center over here, maybe.
Yeah, we need 4-wheel drives in here tonight, just getting into the parking lot.
You know, I left my truck for 3 days here. No one stole it. That tells me
who'd want it, yeah. Whoa, we should get a call there, Rick.
Number 3.
Nobody close.
Well, it looks like there's a flag, or maybe not. Maybe just a reflection. No, I guess not.
In-N-Out Take and Bake Pizza in Pioneer is home of the 4-pound combo. They're located in the Buckhorn Village Center. Homemade sauce and dough made daily. They use the fresh ingredients of the finest quality. Make it easy. Use the drive-thru. In-N-Out Take and Bake Pizza. Call 295-BAKE. That's 295-2253. Check out the Sutter Creek location on Highway 49 with an extended menu, dining room, and fresh hot baked pizza.
Well, you know, you spoke of the 4-pound combo, and Tom took off.
He's gone.
He was going to get himself a 4-pound combo.
With anchovies.
I fell asleep a minute ago.
Okay, to the line, 4th down and a long 8 for the Buffaloes. Quick in.
That's a touchdown
right there.
I think that's Justin Brazil.
Number 3, Mark Fernandez, pass is complete for number 88.
Justin Brazil, number 88.
So that's about like a 15-yard touchdown pass from Fernandez to Brazil.
What does he wait? Was it long before he was tackled?
Yeah, kind of a late hit there in the end zone, but it goes uncalled.
Great drive. After holding the Mustangs, they ran about 5 minutes off the clock and end up with 6 points. I run the slant here to Avila.
Quick look in.
And it is, but he gets in out of his hands, coverage by Cottrell.
Number 3, Mark Fernandez, point after, broken up by number 28, Kenny Cottrell.
So the Buffalo score first here in the second half. Pull the score to 30-12.
Mustang 30.
Prospect Motors, your overall sponsor of the game of the week, is your authorized General Motors dealer in the Motherlode, featuring cars, trucks by GM. Locally owned and operated, community-minded, it's Prospect Motors in Jackson. We're going to be right back. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back. Again, 4:20 remaining. Third quarter, 30-12 in favor of the Mustangs.
That's Cottrell and Klinkenbeard back deep for the Mustangs. Great drive by the Buffaloes. And I think that Coach Davis isn't going to be overly happy with his Mustangs, that maybe they were sitting back, okay, so what? We gave up the 4th down. We bobbled the ball. But the Buffaloes came right back.
Onside kick right here. Oh, they try to pooch. Ooh, 33. Who's got it
That's
here?
fielded by number 2. Number 2, Mike Micholi. And Grant Klaus, number 11, the sophomore, comes up, makes the tackle, gets his uniform muddy.
So the ball's sitting right about the halfway point, 50-yard line.
Yeah, I was in the big game.
That's right, Tom. You're absolutely correct. I'm muddy. Take my picture, Mom.
Stop
muddy.
Stopped a long run back.
He stopped the 6er.
So the Mustangs take over on the 49.5-yard line of the Buffaloes.
The only thing that doesn't get muddy is the helmets.
Machado.
Whoa, he can get outside. Nope, pushed out of bounds.
See, I tell you what, Robbie Swenson, number 12, made that initial block that popped Machado outside, and all it was a quick block, and then Swenson took off to go hit a couple more players. That's how important that quarterback is in this offense.
13-yard run by Machado, first down.
So it's 3:55 remaining, 30-12. Mustangs in control. But as we said, you know, with the way this ball is slippery and pops around, you don't know. You just don't know.
Really good, Rick. Really good.
You don't know.
Whoa, what do we got here? Somebody in the back.
I tell you, he timed it, and whoever that is, we'll get a note here.
And off to number 32, Steve Machado, tripped up in the backfield by number 58, Colby Young.
Number 58, Colby Young, timed that blitz just perfectly as he came up that line. As he came up, he's a boom.
He just about got the handoff.
Oh, yeah. And he knocked Machado down for a loss on the play. Grant Klaus, number 11, stays in here on this left corner. They're coming again.
Straight up the middle. That's Kuster.
See, and that's why, you know, you're gambling a little bit. Billy Baker's gambling with his defense, saying, hey, I'm gonna fire up there. But what happens if Kuster breaks that line, it's gone.
He was doing that before they were doing this thing.
About 8 yards on.
But this means, oh, Tom, if they come running up, there is nobody back there to catch him.
I hear.
So it ends up that he drives it up to 3rd down and 3.
So that center guy, because they're running to the side.
So we've had, you know, Tom and I had a little talk about long runs tonight. Machado gave us one at 75 yards, but I can't, you know, I have to say he's right so far. Gels had that 65-yard run.
Another quick up. It's getting Hard to even follow that ball right now.
They almost look like they're in the same color jerseys. I think that was Kuster again.
You can only tell by the helmets now.
And off to number 36, Josh Kuster.
That was Kuster, and he picks up the first down. Good health begins at XL Physical Therapy and XL Fitness Center, located on New York Ranch Road in Jackson. Here you'll find state-of-the-art equipment, free weights, personal trainers, jacuzzi, steam rooms, and physical therapy. Check out the racquetball courts, tanning booths, aerobic classes, daycare, and more. Stop by or call XL Physical Therapy at 223-5669 or XL Fitness Center at 223-3484.
Well, let's see if we got an encroachment call. Yeah, dead ball encroachment on the Buffaloes. I'll tell you what happened there. Robbie Swinson went in the huddle and says, you know what? They're kind of gauging our snap count. Or Coach Goggins sent somebody in, so they're gauging our snap count. So he went to a longer snap count, which drew the defense off. So, you know, excellent recognition.
You don't think in this game.
Yeah, like Tom says, who says you don't think in this game? That's true.
Sometimes you don't think.
But you know what? And that's part of, you know, sometimes the general fan doesn't realize what coaches and coaching and stuff does, is that, you know, he caught that right away, said, okay, you know, you blitzed us twice. Now what we'll do, we'll go to the longer count. So great adjustment made at that point.
Straight up the middle. I don't know who it is,
Kuster.
but it's a good gain.
That's Josh Kuster down to the 10-yard line. And he helps Justin Brazil up, number 88, and then also Grant Klaus in on the stop.
B&H Electric Incorporated are a commercial and industrial electrical contractor. They're proud to sponsor and participate in activities for the youth of Amador County. We thank B&H Electric for their sponsorship in this, the game of the week.
So the Mustangs just outside the 10-yard line at the 11. So they have the opportunity to get a first down at the 1. Robbie Swinson, hands straight ahead.
Same play as before, Rick.
Thing is, I'm not sure if that's Kuster or Cisneros this time.
Whoever it is, it's that up back.
Yeah, it looks like Kuster, you know, like I said, I've only done, I think, one game this year of Argonaut against Lincoln. It's been a while. But
I can remember that was 42-42.
42-42. You know, you can kind of tell by their swagger. You can tell by the way that Machado, the way the Kuster, you know, kind of swaggers up or, you know, off the pile.
So Kuster's setting right behind quarterback Swenson on this play. And that's going to go to Machado. He's in there. He's in there. And that's the end of the third quarter with a touchdown run. How many yards, Rick?
About a 9-yard touchdown run.
9 yards. Anyway, the third quarter of the game of the week has been proudly brought to you by Sutter Creek Roofing, locally owned and operated by Tim Thornhill. You'll get a reasonable price and the assurance that local folks are going to be around to back up that great work. So call 296-5888. It's Tim Thornhill and Sutter Creek Roofing for your free estimate. We're going to be back. Well, let's
we're going to do the extra point,
yeah,
pal.
let's do an extra point.
What the heck, man?
I don't want to get that in right yet. Hold on, Tom. We ready to go here?
36-12, Mustangs. Hand to Kuster again.
And we've got 2 more points. So with no time remaining on the clock, 38-12 in favor of the Argonaut Mustangs.
Take some of the work out of those big cleanup jobs. Call Aces today, and they will drop off and pick up either their 3-yard porta-bin or, for those bigger jobs, the 20-yard debris box. It's easy. Call Aces at 296-2237. Aces, your waste collection and recycling leader. J&S Wholesale, a worldwide wholesaler of gun sporting equipment, is now selling direct to the public. Shotgunners, J&S has what you need, whether you reload or buy new. Deer hunters, you can't beat J&S for loaders, shells, and bullets. J&S has all your hunting and shooting products in their huge warehouse in Jackson. Buy direct from the wholesaler at wholesale prices and save at J&S Wholesale in Jackson. Looking for that special gift for that hard-to-buy-for person? Ion's first craft fair in 3 years is bringing local and surrounding crafters together in one place to exhibit their crafts for sale. All are handmade, and some are one-of-a-kind items. Shop the Ion Craft Fair for unique and special gifts. Saturday, November 29th from 9 to 4 at Evelyn Bishop Hall, Howard Park, Ione. Crafters, booth space is still available. Call Francine at 274-4814. How would you like to win a fabulous vacation? Your odds of winning are incredible. Only 200 entries will be accepted. Volcano's Lockwood Fire District needs your help to build a new fire station. For each $100 donation entry to the Lockwood Building Fund, you'll have a chance to win your choice of the following: a Tahiti getaway for 2, London show package for 2, Caribbean cruise for 2, Hong Kong shopping spree for 2, or Florida's Disney World for 2 adults and 2 children. To enter, send your tax-deductible donation to Lockwood Building Fund, Post Office Box 221, Volcano 95689. For more information, call 296-3169. Entries must be received by December 6, 1997. You need not be present to win. Volcano's Lockwood Fire District and the community they serve thank you. Good luck. Bon voyage. Vacations are subject to some terms, dates, and restrictions.
The new Jackson Ford Mercury. Everything we do for you. Committed to your vehicle's maintenance and service needs, we offer Ford-trained and certified technicians, online Ford diagnostic equipment, technical information, and vehicle history, genuine Ford and Motorcraft parts, a shuttle service for the local areas, and we'll wash your car. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. The new Jackson Ford Mercury. Quality care at your service.
Appearance Plus Salon is celebrating their 1-year anniversary by offering great holiday specials. $10 off nail sets, $50 off permanent makeup, and $5 off all haircuts. Appearance Plus on Peak Street in Jackson. Call now, 223-9484.
Steel chainsaws have engine tolerances of 1/1000th of a millimeter. Each chainsaw has to pass over 100 inspections. Now, I could tell you that this steel chainsaw is so well made that you could use it forever. But that, of course, would be a lie. There's no way you're going to live forever.
Steel tough. Steel dependable.
Available at Guy Saw Center, your outdoor power equipment headquarters in Pine Grove. You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN, and now back to the Game of the Week in our sports show with sportscasters Rick Carter and Jim Vinciguerra.
Okay, we're back. Fourth quarter ready to get underway. Again, 38-12 in favor of the Mustangs.
Look at the excitement of the cheerleaders.
Boy, everybody getting psyched on that.
Kind of an answering touchdown, the Argonaut Mustangs.
The fourth quarter of the Game of the Week is brought to you by Amador County's waste management leader, Aces Waste and Recycling Services in Pine Grove. They've been serving customers for many, many years all over the county.
Well, you know, the Buffaloes did a good job that quarter. They recovered kind of a loose ball or stopped the Mustangs, took it in for a touchdown. They kick off, and then the Mustangs get the field position on the 49-yard lines of the Buffaloes, and they take it the rest of the way to the end of the quarter and answer that touchdown, or answer that touchdown the Buffaloes put on there. So it's 38-12 with 12 more minutes of football.
Why are they setting back on the 15-yard line? Whoa, that was a line drive.
And that's intentional.
I mean, these guys are seeing no action back here. I'd bring everybody up to the 40. Hasn't gone past that all night.
No, that's one of those kickoffs, you know, it's kind of a John Adair, the special teams coach, you know, I mean, he's from, Dr. John, he's from New Jersey. And these Jersey guys, I mean, you know, they think that's a long kickoff. I mean, you try to kick it off on 33rd.
Well, you think it's a bullet coming out of a, you know, like an Uzi or something.
You know, you're sitting there at 33rd and West, and you're trying to kick a football. You don't kick it far, you know, so, you know.
Between the cars.
It's the mano-y-mano, man, you know. You can do it. So we got Gell split out wide to this side with Neville. Definitely passing formation. But you know what? The guard knocked the ball, and the Mustangs are...
They're saying they've got it.
They do have it. Fernandez went to hand it off. The pulling guard got inside, knocked the ball loose. Mike Micholik is ecstatic about coming up with a loose ball.
Number 2, Micholik comes up with a fumble.
Boy, it was right in front of us because Fernandez turned, the guard pulled, knocked the ball right out of his hands.
What a two-dabber.
So the Mustangs now take over on the Buffalo's 45-yard line. Still a pretty good crowd. I think part of the reason they can't leave is the traction of the mud. You know, they need to have some people move out of the way so they don't...
I've been watching them turn around way down here off the Garbarini property. You can see the red lights way down the ridge.
Oh, I know.
They must be quite a ways down that
There's
Stony
still
Creek
people
Road.
coming in.
Checking things out. See the lights on up here.
Hey, football game.
Might think there's a soccer game or something.
And off to Kuster.
Straight up the middle again. Kuster. Aces Waste and Recycling Services owners are based in Pine Grove, but this locally owned operation serves customers countywide. In fact, most of the owners live in Jackson. They've provided dependable, courteous service to Amador County for more than 20 years. Contact Aces for home waste pickup, or you can bring your garbage and recyclables to the transfer station at Pine Grove. For more information, call Aces 296-2237.
Looked like John Markey, number 74, in on that stop. Second down, 5 yards to go. Hand off to Kuster again.
And off to number 36, Josh Kuster.
You know, I think, you know, it's interesting. I'm wondering, you know, we talked about the stat keepers for the Mustangs. If you have to be the stat keeper keeping rushing, you got to come with a whole lot of pencils each week.
Well, you got to have more than one person keeping it too.
You know, I mean, you got to have pencils like
calculator.
Calculators. You got to have, you know, I mean, right now, you got to sit there and go, holy mackerel. And then, you know, who knows? You know, you may miss a yard here or there, or
gain a yard. How'd you like to be the stat keeper for passes? That's an easy job. That's a good job to get paid by the hour.
Klinkenbeard pops to the outside, hangs on to the ball, covers it up, gets a first down. Good hit that time. Number 65, I believe, was in on that stop, and that's somebody, number 65.
Fat Freddy's, located on historic Main Street in Jackson, is your hot dog, Polish sausage, and hot links place. Also fried veggies, fish and chips, Hawaiian shaved ice, and Rick's favorite, the 4-scoop milkshake. Stop by and check out the new menu or call in your order. It's Fat Freddy's, 223-2525.
So another first down by the Mustangs. Inside handoff to Machado.
Still on his feet. Whoa.
You know, if he had ears and he wore a pink jersey, it'd be the Eveready Bunny. I'd tell you that. You know, another thing, Tom, if you get a chance, can you pan in the end zone there? There's like the little kids over there. I mean, they're playing football in the mud just like their big brothers and sisters, and they're saying, boy, wait till I get home, and Mom will say, how was the game? Oh, it was great. Look at my jeans. So they're kind of, oh, looks like some are getting scolded right now. So it brings up a second down. Oh, we got a van going by. Nothing to worry about. Cottrell.
Okay, yeah, he's got a white jersey. Hey, look at this, Rick. Big run.
Well, Cottrell's going to be absolutely disappointed because he's got a 21-yard per carry average.
And he only picked up about 18.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, he's got to be going, doggone it, give me another one.
Didn't make my average.
Gained about 14 yards on the play.
Gained 14, so that's not his average.
But Cottrell says, thanks, I like it. And Kenny Cottrell was a star running back last year on the JVs, getting a lot of playing time on defense this year. Obviously shows some skills offensively. It's nice to know you got a couple guys come back like Klinkenbeard and Cottrell you can put in that backfield. Hand off to Kuster.
Inside, still on his feet. Okay, the ball was spotted at about the 10.
Yeah, it was goal to go because there's no yard marker up. Just
we'll give him about 6 on that play. Brings it up to about 4-yard line. So 2nd and 4.
Over there to handle this.
Yeah, Kirkpatrick is the only one that's got his numbers up there.
It looks like in the backfield, looks like Klinkenbeard, Cottrell and probably Kuster. It's Cottrell.
That looks like a touchdown to me.
Nope, the far official's pointing to the ground.
Number 28, Kenny Cottrell on the right side.
Takes it down just, just a nose outside the end zone. 38-12, 7:58 remaining here in the fourth quarter of the big game. Mustangs on top.
38-12. Did you just say that?
Hello.
I wasn't listening to you.
It's going to be more than 48.
I wasn't.
Tom, what's the score?
It's going to be more than 48.
Tom, give me the score right now, please.
Clankenbeard,
touchdown. So now the score is 44.
You knew it was going to change.
44 to 12.
We know Tom said that. So 1 yard run by Klink. That's Klink's second touchdown of the night. So you got Machado with 3. You've got Clankenbeard with 2 and Kuster. There may be some arguments on the sidelines a bit later.
Well, let's see.
You let the sophomore have 2 touchdowns tonight.
Total points this year. Machado came into tonight's contest with 18 TDs, so he's up to 21. Kuster's up to 17. Clinkenbeard's got 3.
He has 2 today.
2, so that's 7 for him. What do we got here?
I'll tell you what that is. I'll tell you what it is. They snap it and then they hand it to the guard, Eli Montano, number 51, I believe.
Takes the fumble short on the 2-point attempt, but we look at the scoreboard.
Well, he didn't make it though. 44-12 in favor of the Mustangs. Prospect Motors in Jackson is your authorized General Motors dealer in the Mother Lode, featuring all the GM line for 98 and 97. The 98s are arriving daily, so that means right now is the time to make that great deal on the remaining 97s in stock. Buy here in Amador County at your locally owned and operated, community-minded Prospect Motors in Jackson.
Yeah, that's a play. I heard it last week. They were broadcasting over at Bret Hart. Yeah, and I heard that, and I kept thinking what it was. And I asked Coach Davis about it this week. I came out to practice, or actually last week I came out to practice, and I said, yeah, they kind of pitch the ball. Montano pulls. They hand it to him inside, and I think what he was saying is that the official lost sight of who had the ball, and.
The Ione Business and Community Association proudly presents the 1997 Ione Christmas Parade and Open House, Saturday, December 6th. The parade will start at 4 p.m. Those interested in participating simply show up at One Stop Supermarket's parking lot at 3:30. Hey kids, Santa's coming to town. You can visit with him and get your pictures taken too at City Hall. Businesses up and down Main Street will be open after the parade, serving goodies and offering holiday specials during the open house. One of the annual attractions for this event is loads of snow hauled in from the mountains. You'll have fun in the snow at the city's train park. There will be lots of entertainment during the open house. Christmas caroling, skits, and characters roaming around Main Street in turn-of-the-century costumes. Don't miss the 1997 Ione Christmas Parade and Open House, Saturday, December 6th in downtown Ione. See you there.
The new Jackson Ford Mercury. Everything we do for you. Committed to your vehicle's maintenance and service needs, we offer Ford-trained and certified technicians, online Ford diagnostic equipment, technical information, and vehicle history, genuine Ford and Motorcraft parts, a shuttle service for the local areas, and we'll wash your car. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. The new Jackson Ford Mercury. Quality care at your service.
I'm Billy Ray Cyrus. Come in and let me show you how much fun you can have at Jackson Rancheria Casino and Hotel.
Join us in November and play casino table games for a chance to win $500 an hour. Play our video jackpot machines. We're giving away over $42,000 in cash and prizes. And this month, you can stay in our luxurious new hotel with rooms as low as $39 midweek. For more information, call 1-800-822-WINN.
Be praised to stay and play.
What do all these people have in common? They're all getting discounts on their auto insurance from Allstate. So, who's your insurance agent?
Call the agents at your local Allstate Insurance Agency, Manacero Insurance, with 2 great locations, Main Street in Sutter Creek and Clinton Road in Jackson.
Being in good hands is the only place to be.
Down at the 10-yard line again. The deep receivers for the Buffaloes on this kickoff return. Now,
Gells and Krupski.
Are we going to have a line drive, bullet shot?
Yeah, they're going to try.
The New Jersey Blast?
Yeah, we'll see what he's got here. This could be his Friday night special.
Saturday.
Well, yeah, but it's Friday night.
Yeah,
it's a topper.
I don't know. That looked like a top, yeah.
Try to top that one.
So we're going to get a yellow.
Oh, look at the cheerleaders kicked it further, and they're kicking it back.
Clean yellow flag.
Did you see that though?
What?
Jared Crane came over and said, "Give me that ball. That'd be my ball." And I mean, that I think the cheerleader said, "You bet, it is your ball. Take it.
Your ball.
Take it, big guy. Here,
you don't need it.
Here, how about a steak? Here, throw some raw meat.
Break into mom's safe."
So with 7:33 remaining in the big game, the Mustangs well in control, 44-12. JV Buffaloes victorious tonight, 16-8. And the freshmen were victorious. The Buffaloes were victorious on Wednesday, 24-22. So it was kind of up to the Mustang varsity to kind of break the, so he didn't have the hat trick.
Double reverse. He's got some room down here, Rick.
That's Jesse McDonald.
Is it Jesse? Okay.
And Jesse's Rob Swinson with the tackle, and then 24, Burton. Danny Burton came up for a little hit, but not until he gains about 28 yards. Very nice play there by McDonald.
14 yards for an Amador first down.
Again, tomorrow, I don't know when this is going to be broadcast, but the TSPN crew is on the road again.
On the road again.
Down to El Camino for the soccer championship featuring
the hometown Argonaut Mustangs.
Argonaut Mustangs soccer bunch. Whoa, another wounded quail there, Rick. Battaglia could have hit that one.
You know, it was interesting because Mark is an excellent quarterback, but that ball was wet, muddy, slippery, and
tough to throw.
You know, because he got his feet set. He had a receiver out there, and John Gels, the ball was just, kind of out of reach. So the Houndy was up here last week. Again, that was the 8th of November, something like that. How did you guys
been up
do?
in about 12 weeks. He's, the big shot referee in the
I know he told me
Western Conference.
Tomorrow, which would be November 15th, he's doing San Jose State in Hawaii.
He says an ugly game that he really doesn't want to do because it's real boring. He's been in that position for a long, long time. He started
high school official, worked his way up
on the West Coast and just kind of moves right on up to the big time. He's a little teed off though. They already picked the bowl referee crews, and his crew doesn't get a bowl game. He's done the Hula Bowl. He's done a couple of bowls in New Orleans. Big time, big time.
I did the toilet bowl once.
Just once. Just once.
So 3rd down and 9.
That's all you could stand was just once. Did you shout it out?
I shouted it out, by golly. Coming up 6 minutes to go. Fernandez. Woo. Boy, I'll tell you what, he got drilled, and I think that was 22, Andy Klinkenbeard.
Jesse Kuster in there, too.
I'll tell you what, Klinkenbeard's going to be that kid that, when you see a guy running north and he turns around and heads south in a hurry, 22 is there.
Hey, we've got a 64 and Mike Torres, offensive and defensive lineman, 5'10", 195-pound junior. We're going to get your name on there, Mike, because, hey, we can see your number. 24 also in, and that's Danny Burton. He's been in quite a bit tonight as it is. But, hey, Burton's pretty clean.
Well, he's a quarterback. He gets to stay out here on the grass.
Stays on the grass.
Fernandez, play fake.
Looks like a screen that's kind of gone bad right now. Still completed it.
He completes it to Paul Neville.
Good. Who's down?
So Paul Neville, number 33.
Complete to number 33, Paul Neville.
Looking for great gifts for yourself or someone special? Amador Fireside Center is the most unique men's gift shop in Amador County. Collectibles for everybody. There's golfers, hunters, firefighters, cowboys, fishermen, gardeners, you name it. Stop by and see for yourself. Amador Fireside Center on Main Street in downtown Jackson. It's more than just your fireplace store.
Did Somerville play Houston preseason?
No, Linden played Houston.
What was that score?
Not good.
Quick in.
Another first down.
That's what we've seen at the beginning of the year right there, Rick.
Yep.
That slant.
See, and it's on that far side of the field.
Complete to number 2, Greg Amador.
So Greg Appler with the completion come up 440.
78 comes out. Big number 78, Rich Chapman. Defensive lineman, 5'10", 230 pounds.
So Justin Brazil splits way out to this side. Looks like Neville and Gell's in the slot. And to Krupski.
I think he might have got the first down there.
By number 55, Roger Wilson.
Roger Wilson in on the stop. Wilson, one of the mainstays of that defensive line this year. 6'1", 230 pounds. Tough kid.
Oh, wait a minute, they just moved it back.
They did move it back, it looks like. We've got a third and about 2.
Was it third and
They were saying, hey, we're just pretending.
3:45 remaining in the fourth quarter.
They do that. That's what I was doing.
Quarterback sneak gets the first down. The Mustangs, the Buffaloes would love to take this in, kind of going, touchdown answering each other. Because right now the Buffaloes scored first to open up the second half on a 15-yard pass from Mark Fernandez to Justin Brazil. And then the Mustangs came back right on the last play of the quarter with Machado with a 9-yard run. And then Klinkenbeard opened up the scoring for the Mustangs here in the fourth quarter. So the Buffaloes would love to take this in to say, hey, we're playing even football in the second half. Gell's drops
right in the middle of the field. Pretty good pickup. Listen, Rick, these guys didn't get over to where at halftime?
Then you go over to Hooks Detailing.
Right, Hooks
Detailing. You can't even, still can't see their numbers.
Hooks Detailing, located on Sutter Hill, offers the finest in auto, marine care, and washing football jerseys. They feature washing, waxing, polishing, color sanding, and shouted-out buffing for autos, boats, trucks, RVs, and fifth wheels. Call Hooks Detailing at 267-1120 or 1-800-805-9923.
Well, Gell's picked up 3 on that play. Play action, time. There's pass interference.
Yeah, we got it right there.
Yeah, there was Kenny Cottrell knocked the receiver down as he was in the end zone, but the ball was in the air.
There's a flag on the play.
So it'll be a, let's see, where are they at? Half the distance to the goal line, and it'll be a first down for the Buffaloes.
Again.
Yeah, the ball was in the air as Cottrell came up and just, was it Swenson?
I think
number 12.
Swenson was playing deep. I don't know. It was either Swenson or Cottrell.
I thought it was Cottrell that came up and knocked him off his feet. So it'll be a first down and first and goal because it's at the 9-yard line. So the Buffaloes putting together a nice little drive. Again, this was on that short kick that went out of bounds. After the Klinkenbeard touchdown, the kick went out of bounds. They took over about midfield and have driven it now down to the 9-yard line.
Quick outside. He's got some room here, Rick. Turns it up. Out at about the 5.
Mike Macholik, number 2, was the first to run him out of bounds. And Swenson and Dustin Blaishaw. He said he had a lot of room. The only trouble was there were about 4 green shirts that were guarding the turf.
The quarterback club at Argonaut High School is the athletic booster club for the high school. In the past 2 years, over $16,000 has been donated to girls and boys athletic programs. This active group welcomes your involvement, support, and contributions. They meet at 7 p.m. on the second Tuesday of each month at the Pizza Factory, Jackson. For quarterback club info, call Pat Krug at Jackson Tire, 223-3000.
By number 40.
Well, Fernandez was going to try to throw the ball, but there was a jailbreak. You know, some of your students must have gotten through.
Kenny Karp was one of them, looked like number 40, huh?
They just all came through, and unfortunately, you know, really drove them back to the, I believe it looks like about the 14, 15-yard line. There was a flag on the play, but it's been waved off. So we're coming up to 1 minute remaining here in the big game. 1997 version, 44-12, Mustangs on top.
That referee wants that clock wound tight.
Oh, you bet. He said, no, don't even stop it, guys. So it'll be a third down.
Pass over the middle, incomplete. A reminder for all you folks out there of our sponsors tonight, and the fourth quarter sponsor of the game of the week is Aces, Waste and Recycling Services in Pine Grove. Amador County's leader in waste management, locally owned and operated. They offer garbage pickup of your home, or they invite you to bring your garbage and recyclables to the transfer station in Pine Grove. For more information, give Aces a call. 296-ACES, that's 296-2237, and once again, thank you, and everybody that goes to Aces say you heard it on TSPN.
Well, this could very well be the final play for the Buffaloes. 4th and goal to go. They've got to go to the end zone or hope for a pass interference call.
There's a okey-doke play.
Throw to Gels.
Whoa, just about intercepted.
That pass was complete last week. Remember against Somerville, they tossed it to Gels. He threw to the end zone. Broken up beautifully by Swenson, number 12. So the Mustangs up 44-12, 35 seconds remaining. Jim said Kenny Cottrell was in there and broke that pass up.
It's your dyslexia again, I think. Of course, I can't see. Oh, we got one new guy here, number 43. Let's get him on. That's Dave Barry. He's going to be playing, looks like an outside backer.
Hey, get ready to get...
And 35 seconds remaining for the end of the MLL season for the Mustangs. They will be at 4-1.
And their overall record will be 8-1-1.
8-1-1.
Outstanding season for Coach Davis and his whole coaching staff and the players for the Argonaut Mustangs.
And we're just going to kneel it down and take it into the locker room at that with 30 seconds remaining. Well, Rick, end of the ball game. Here comes some subs in for Amador, but I don't think it's going to happen. 20 seconds remaining.
Well, and you see the official waited purposely to say, hey, you don't even need to come out of the huddle now. It's been a great season, you know, for the Mustangs. They finished second in the league. They get that the draw next week playing at Houston. But you know what? It's the pride of making it to the playoffs, going in and playing against you know, teams that are rated higher in the state. It's the capping of a wonderful season. Take nothing away from them. The Amador Buffaloes, give them credit. They came out week in and week out. When you go 1-9, that's a long season. And these kids came out every day with the practice. They showed up tonight. They put 12 points on the board and said, hey, we're going to stay in this ball game. Hats off to both ball clubs. Great, great season.
And we're going to be on the road again. Soccer championship tomorrow at El Camino, and hopefully we're going to take it down to Houston maybe and try to get that football game in between Houston, the #1 team in the state, small school division, against the Argonaut Mustangs. That's it for the game of the week. This TSPN feature is made possible by your overall sponsors, and let's not forget Prospect Motors of Jackson and quarter sponsors Barron's Furniture of Sutter Creek, PAC, the Prevention Activity Coordinating Team, Tim Thornhill and Sutter Creek Roofing, and Aces, Waste and Recycling Services located in Pine Grove. Thanks to them, you've been watching this edition of our sports show on Amador County's own television network. It's TSPN. This is Jim Vinciguerra along with Rick Carter and camera people Tom Slavik and Sue Slavik on camera 2, saying, hey, it's been a fun MLL season this year, and we appreciate bringing it to you. We're going to see you next time.